Welcome, fellow geeks, to our first session 1 of Tabletop Treasure Hunters Season 3. Welcome back, everybody. For those of you who missed us last week, we had our Session 0, and this is our first adventure out in the field with the Company of Honor and the Foresight faction tonight. So, before we introduce our wonderful cast and players, Tabletop Treasure Hunters is our Pathfinder 2nd Edition homebrewed campaign. Although it is all homebrewed, we are playing in the setting of Galarion, which is owned by a company named Paizo, as is the rule set of Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So this is our fan content in that world. You're going to see a lot of locations, deities, names, creatures that are all part of Paizo and their awesome, beautiful world. So thank you, Paizo, for giving us an awesome game. Now let's go ahead and let's talk about the players we have with us tonight. Let's start with Erica. Tell us about yourself as a person, and then tell us about Snotnot as a goblin.
Okay. Sorry, I'll drop the voice for a moment, and I'll remove the glasses. Glasses are definitely a part of the character. I am Erica Kudamarler, and I love a good TTRPG, and so I was thrilled when Level 1 Geek invited me to come along and play. And I write books, I write modules, I just love telling a good story, and that's more or less me as in a nutshell. If I was a dragon, I would hoard stories. It's that simple. And then switching over, I am Snotnot, and I am the champion of Lady Longshanks, and I have teeth.
Wonderful. What a beautiful introduction on both accords. Thank you, Erica. Glad to have you here. Jason, tell us about you as a person and Chichki as a goblin.
Hello, I'm Jason. I've played role-playing games ever since I was about 16. Had an active imagination even longer than that. But love playing games of all sorts, and role-playing games are some of my favorite. My character is Chishki. He is a goblin, along with Snotnot and Piob. We're 3 of 6 goblin cousins who were miraculously saved by some mysterious deity that was female and tall, and that's all we know. And so our characters have kind of changed their lives and are becoming champions of this mysterious Lady Longshanks. Chichki, he was kind of becoming a rogue and decided to focus more his skills on one of his fellow circus performers' abilities of monk. So he's kind of look like a ninja because he's following a profession that one of his friends has been sharing with him. So that's him.
Wonderful. Glad to have you back, Jason. Jason was on Season 1 of Tabletop Treasure Hunters. Very excited to have him back for Season 3. And Erica and Jason are repping the Company of Honor tonight. So they are one of the guilds joining us on this job this evening. Katie, let's start the Foresight faction off with you. Tell us about you as a person and tell us about Ryden.
So I'm Katie, part of Level 1 Geek. I'm the notorious button pusher and runner of the other streams. That's me. Ryden is a fetchling summoner who has his trusty companion, Kona, and they like to travel and definitely have the best wardrobe this side of Galarion. And yeah, that's Ryden.
Yeah, we have some art for Kona here. Let me see if I can get it. This is from Hero Forge. Did that work? There we go. There's Kona for everybody. Little fox Eidolon, not actually so little, it's actually medium, which means it's quite a large fox. But yeah, that's Ryden and Katie and Kona, all 3 of them. Thanks, Katie. Ian, we have seen Sokra before on Fall of Plaguestone, but why don't you tell us about you as a person and tell us about Sokra?
Yes, I am Ian. I go by Cash Miss on most places on the internet, including YouTube, where I talk about the cool little corners of tech and programming and make jokes about same such. Should be a link in the chat, usually. And as mentioned, I am playing Sokratak, a Tengu insurance adjuster, playing colored as a investigator, who is very insistent that you do things by the book. File your paperwork, people. How are we supposed to know what happened if we don't document it? It's important.
Of course, exactly. Spot on. Yeah, very excited to have Sokra back from the Fall of Plaguestone now with the Foresight faction, and Ian back here. Glad to have you back. I'm Chase. I am with Level 1 Geek, and I'm playing the Game Master for this campaign. So I'll be playing all of the things that are either being nice or not so nice to the heroes. So that's as a cast. Welcome, everybody. Excited for our first session. Now, we have some thanks to talk about. I'm going to start off right now because we have one of our sponsors in the chat, Level 1 Gamers. Thanks for the subs. And also a big thanks to them because they are going to be doing some awesome giveaways and stuff in support of the show throughout the season. So none of those tonight, but keep an eye on future episodes. They have got some very fun stuff on their website. Recommend checking them out. Also, big thanks to Knights of Esteel, who donated all of our character art this season. And also, they have an awesome app called NPC for Hire, which is a compendium of various character art that you can use for your own characters. If you download that and join our Discord, they're actually giving away a free character pack with all of our Tabletop Treasure Hunters art for everybody to use. So if you download the app, join our Discord, we have a channel in there where you can get that pack for free. Just go ahead and shout out at me in the Discord and we'll get you a code. And then also on that same note, Christiana Leone is the one who did the art, and she did a fantastic job. As you can see, everybody's character art is just gorgeous this season. So big thanks to her. And yeah, let's talk about you guys now, chat. I know you guys like our chat interactions. We didn't have any for you last week, but we got them this week. We've got all the chat interactions. So I am going to say, if you guys want to see a text format of the interaction so you can see everything we have, go to our website at level1geek.com. We have a section for Tabletop Treasure Hunters. You can see our standings there, and you can also see all of our chat interactions. That's the best place to see them all in one spot. But a quick overview. Up here in the top right, we've got our Affirmation Bar. This has a villain side and a hero side. If you've got it towards the villains, bad guys are going to get a plus to their rolls. If you've got it towards the hero side, they're going to get a plus to the rolls. And if you exceed it in either direction, you can either give hero points or villain points. Hero points are used by the heroes to do some special things, including cheating death if they spend a bunch of them. And also each guild has some special uses. Company of Honor is going to help people with their saving throws and certain things, and the Foresight faction is going to focus on helping people succeed their skill checks. And then for villain points, if you give them to me, I will use the villain points in various encounters to make the encounters more difficult and add additional challenges. So if you're feeling a little bit chaotic, you can give me some villain points instead. Also, we have blessings. Blessings are something that you can give out by either being a Patreon supporter or a subscriber, or if you toss some bits our way, 500 bits for a blessing, we can bless one of the players. And a blessing is a passive boon that's going to stay with them for the whole session. It starts at minor, and as more people bless them, it increases all the way up to major. And it's random based off of the deity who is blessing them for the session. And the higher it gets, the better the buffs are going to be. To give an example, we have the Company of Honor with us today, and one of their passive guild abilities is that they always start each session with a minor blessing. So let's talk about Snotnot. You are being blessed this evening by Torag, and I think I can show this to you guys here. Let's see if that pops up on the screen for everybody. There's the blessing of Torag. Right now, Snotnot starts with a minor, so gains resistance 5 to all physical attacks. If you guys want to toss some stuff her way, you can increase that blessing. And then for Chichki, you are being blessed by Iomade, the Inheritor. And for your minor blessing, if an enemy damaged an ally last round, you get a +2 to your attack rolls against it and increase your damage rolls against it by your level. Now, an ally in this case does not include yourself. So yeah, that's a couple examples of our blessings. If we get blessings in the future, I'll pop them up real quick so you guys can take a look at what they do. But they're very powerful. They definitely sway combat, so that's an awesome way to help out. Also, we've got a random guild bag of assorted items. Now, each of you heroes are going to have bags of holding, and these are special bags of holdings that are tied to your guild headquarters. Your guild can one-way send things to you through these, and these are represented by chat. You guys can use your channel points here to send these random items. Use the command !bag. You can see what's available to send today. And for today, we have a lesser potion of healing. We have a Haro card from Evelyn, the Cyclone. We have a dark vision elixir. We have a disguise kit. and we have a carved stone fist. You won't always know what these things do, but if you want to send them to somebody, you can send them their way and you can see what they do with it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for chat interactions. Hope you guys enjoy those. Also, the biggest way you guys can actually influence the session is the winner of this season is going to be determined by renown, which is a currency that is earned through doing well on sessions, doing well in the arena, and most importantly, by votes from you guys, our viewers. So there is going to be several polls throughout our session, one coming up here in a minute, one during the break, and one at the end. Whoever earns the most vote from you guys in chat tonight will be given a bonus renown. So definitely pay attention, see which guild you're liking the most, and give them some votes when those polls come up. They'll pop up just above chat. And that's it for you guys, chat. Huge thank you for all of you guys for watching and your support. And special thanks to our Patreons this evening. We would like to give a special shout out to our Patreon supporters, or rather, Chichki and Snotnot would like to. Chichki, would you like to thank our supporters?
Yeah, sorry. I was still in a vow of silence. Okay. Very thank you for Aundawin Gaming, Joe Dameron, Mauricio de Verduzco, Matthew C., and Drew Gherkin.
Wonderful. Snotnot, would you like to thank some as well? Oh, looks like you are under some silence as well. Looks like that vow of silence was contagious.
I had something in my throat. I'll try this again. Sam Ferraro, we thank you. And we thank Real Life Unicorn. Lady Longshanks has her eyes on you. And the side quest in podcast. What's a podcast? It's the thing with the audio. Okay. And then Kimberly Young. May you always be a youngin'. And we thank you. And thank you so much.
Wonderful. Yes. Thank you so much to our Patreons. Thank you so much to our subscribers. There are unfortunately so many of you we'd like to think that we can't call out, but everybody who shares our content supports us in any way. We super appreciate it. You guys let us keep doing this awesome adventure. So with that out of the way, I think that's it for you guys, chat. I think that's it for thanking people. So let's do our first vote of the evening to see who has your support at the beginning of the session. Company of Honor, why don't you two tell us why you think you deserve the vote tonight before we get started?
What do you think?
Let's do the cheer. Cheer?
The cheer?
The cheer.
Oh, hold on. I gotta do something really fast. I'm not doing something. Wait, I'm doing something. Hold on. There's a window. Yeah. Okay, this is why we should be considered for the honor.
Yes.
Yes. To the rescue!
The Cousins 3.
Today you'll eat our guarantee. We teach you poetry. She saved our lives.
She sees us through.
The Lottie Lane Shanks comes for you.
Chichki will kick you with a knee.
It's not gonna make your teeth right. I am not here, and I am Pilong.
Lady
Longshanks preserves. And we're not talking the fruity pasty stuff.
No.
No.
I keep thinking preserves are tasty. This is different.
No.
These are different preserves.
This is the stuff that preserves the boogers. No, wait, that's not something Longshanks likes. Okay,
No.
never mind. No boogers.
Wonderful. So with that lovely piece of poetry, you could put your support towards the Company of Honor. Foresight faction, rebuttal. Why do you guys deserve the vote tonight?
Sakura, don't mention paperwork, please.
But
No,
I just
we're
finished
not-
turning
we're
in the
not-
requisition for audience appreciation.
Sakura.
It's a very important part of the
That's
process.
not-
Getting
not
support
part-
from our lovely patrons.
Sakura, no, we don't need acquisition paperwork to get people to like us. We just
I'm
have
pretty
to
sure that's how you
smile.
get people to like you.
No, that's actually quite the opposite, because then they have to sign things and then their hands hurt. Don't listen to Sakura. Don't sign anything. Just, vote for us because we're very charming. At least I am. And you've seen Kona. Do it for Kona. Do it for Kona.
I'd like to think I'm charming too.
Wonderful. So tonight we have the battle of poetry versus paperwork to start the session off. So keep an eye just above the chat. That poll will be up in a moment. You guys can vote during each of these 3 polls. We're going to total the votes at the end of the session. Whoever had the most votes gets an extra renown tonight. So I think that's it for logistics and fluff. So what do you guys say that we start the adventure, eh? For the session tonight, if you guys watched last week, we have the Company of Honor and Foresight faction teaming up to investigate some disappearances on a road. Now, all that you guys know, or what you've been given, and I should mention just how the Company of Honor has a passive to get a free blessing. Foresight faction was given a little bit of extra information ahead of the session. That's part of their guild passive. They get more intel than anybody else. Also, Raiden, you've been given a minor blessing. I'm going to roll that up for you here real quick.
It's lovely.
You're being blessed this evening by Gorum.
Gorum.
So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pop this up. You guys can read what the minor blessing of Gorum does while I tell you about this job.
Feels stronger already.
Yeah, so you guys know that there has been travelers disappearing on a road between 2 cities. These travelers go away without a trace. They leave sometimes behind merchant caravans, completely unlooted and unrobbed. No trace of the bodies. There are dead horses from the wagons of the people that got jumped, but no sign of a struggle otherwise. And every time that the town guard tries to send a detail to escort people, they can't find any disturbance to detain. The guard is running out of resources to keep escorting people nonstop, so they've asked the Company of Honor and their companions, the Foresight faction, this evening to go investigate and see if they can find out what's happening along this road. We're going to go ahead. We're going to fast forward to Cassomir, which is the city that you guys are starting your investigation. You guys have had the most luxury travel here. You were able to take the renowned lightning glyphs, which your alliance provides for everybody involved in this competition. They were very expensive, donated by the first winner, Finley, of the competition. And basically, these are some birds that are summoned. You clack a couple of stones together, a big bolt of lightning comes down and forms this beautiful feathered bird that takes you guys around. So those dropped you off here in Cassomir, and that's where we're going to start. Cassomir is a pretty nicely populated city. You see people bustling around. You guys are getting here in the early-ish morning, maybe around 9 a.m. There's people shopping around the market, going about their business. As you guys land in on these majestic birds, it definitely creates a bit of a scene. Some applause, maybe a little bit of fear until people realize what's happening. And you guys are going to be right in the center of town. What are you guys doing?
Chishki climbs down or leaps off of the back of the bird, pats it on the neck, and shakes his head to himself. So scary, so scary. Oh, didn't know I was scared of heights. He looks around. Oh, hello, peoples. Hello, don't be afraid. It's us, Company Honor and insightful peoples. Yeah.
Foresight faction.
Foresight.
Nice.
Why don't you give me the first roll of the session, Jason, and go ahead and roll me a diplomacy.
Okay.
And
Diplomacy.
I'm giving the bird scritches because they like the scritches up here.
The bird kind of, lifts its neck up so you can get some good scratches there, and then crackles to a bolt of lightning that then goes back to the stones.
Oh.
I was very confused for a second until I remembered that we flew in on birds.
Oh, would you like scritches? I can give you scritches, but I think there might be too much paperwork involved.
No thanks. That's quite all right.
Well, you did try to get me to sign for the drink, and I wasn't sure what was going on there. But I will forego the paperwork, and I will give you a scritch, and then we can have drinks.
How do I... Okay. My apologies. I tried rolling diplomacy, and I ended up leveling it up to legendary.
You're good.
I know that works.
Chishki is quickly learning about. So you should be able to click your token, and then up under skills, you should just be able to left click it, and that should roll it.
Okay. All right. To my token. Oh, goodness. I was open to all of them there. Okay. Skills. Where'd it go? Okay, sorry. All right, so diplomacy, untrained,
Roll it up.
public. Looks like I got an 11.
11 diplomacy. Yeah, you guys land. Most people just seem like a little uncomfortable at this landing in the middle of town, but there's a couple people who clap. You have a couple people come up who know who you are. Oh, you guys are here for the competition. Foresight faction, Company of Honor.
Yes, we are competitions. Yes.
Guys get a couple of handshakes. A couple of kids come running up excited and try to pet Kona.
Kona will nuzzle him.
Careful, he bites.
He doesn't bite children.
He doesn't bite, but I will need you to sign this waiver.
No,
Hold out clipboard.
I steal
Right.
papers. Actually,
Just-
can I steal the papers? What do I need to roll for that?
Oh, you can just snatch him.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can just
I
snatch
snatch
them
the
and then
clipboard and I start to chew on it.
reach into my
Kids
bag.
giggle and go running away.
I've had a lot of partners like this. It's fine.
It tastes good.
It tastes
We're,
good.
we're not
Second
going to
time.
make people sign things. Then we become liable for them.
Well, no,
We're
this,
here
this
to
paper,
help people.
the paper is to
We're not here to
reduce
lie to them.
liability.
We're
you
not
sign
here
papers
to lie
and then
to
you're,
them. We're here to help
then-
them.
and then they're responsible.
Because
for
we're
the
not
things
going
instead
to
of-
be liables.
Is it, Sakura? I think that Snotnot is taking that quite literally, and I don't think that paperwork and Snotnot makes sense.
Liables? They lie? Why do they lie?
We're
I
not
don't
lying.
know, but
We're
the
not.
papers have something to do with liables. But we're here to help people. Actually, do you want some of the clipboard? It's good.
This is going to be a very long mission.
No, it's gonna be fine. This
It's
is gonna be
okay,
quite fun.
Chi-Chi. I know that you don't always like to eat things, but this is good. So, great. We're here to help people. We should go find the people.
Yeah, because
Actually.
the missing.
Yes.
You guys will get greeted. You guys see somebody in a uniform start approaching through the crowd of people. Sword on
hide
his side. He's got a badge of the town of Cassomir. It looks very formal. Comes walking up and gives you a nod. I take it you're the ones here for looking into the disappearances.
Yeah,
Seekers Alliance.
correct.
Very good.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm Hurridan, captain of the guard. I can help give you any information if you need, get you directed in the right way. We're quite busy here today. That's why we called you all in, but I'll do anything I can.
Tell us what you can about the disappearances, and we will go find the bad guys and beat them up for you.
Not much to say. People keep disappearing on the road from here to Steyr.
Right.
Caravans, people on horses, people on foot, doesn't matter. They seem to disappear. Only time we can't see anything happening is if they're unguarded or alone.
Does anybody ever make it to Steyr?
People have made it if they're well escorted. We don't even see a disturbance if you're well escorted. But anybody unfortunate enough to not have proper reinforcements ends up going missing.
I don't
And-
like this.
Now,
This is not good.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but we had some intel that horses being mutilated when they're found with the missing. Is that true?
It's a bit of a
Horse is
gory mess
delicious.
on more than one account.
Yikes.
Yeah, their horse is looking real torn up. I don't know if it's a beast or what, but it's just strange though. I mean, everything's unlooted. We don't see any blood trail of anything being taken off. The horses aren't being consumed, just
They're just
massacred.
being murdered. All right. Now, what about the little tracks? Like, do you have any more detail on the tracks that have been around?
We did see tracks of some sort of small-looking humanoid nearby, but not a solid trail.
Do you have? Raiden pauses and looks at the goblins.
Uh-oh.
What other
Oh,
small?
I pull my boot off and show my foot. Does the track look like this? I'm holding my foot up to the guard. I'm not even kidding.
Well, I would categorize you as a small humanoid. Yes, similar. I mean, could be a goblin, could be a halfling, could be a gnome. Sometimes your footprints look similar.
Some goblins don't know how to be good. We do. We can take care of it if it's goblins. No
Goodness.
problem.
If it is.
I
Don't
pull my boot
goblins
back
kind
on.
of have a thing against horses?
They do. Sometimes do. They're scary. Very scary. And, well,
It tastes good. They do.
I don't think that this would have been goblins, because goblins also love loot, and they are not taking loot. This is curious.
Alright.
That's the weird thing.
Chichki thinks this is animal, something that's hungry
With small feet.
with small feet.
Very small feet.
Well, if it's hungry, it's not consuming the horses anyways. Just tearing
The
them up
horse
real
is
good.
too big and scary.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, but they're getting all.
Okay, we investigate, right?
Mhm.
Well,
He looks at Sokra. We investigate, right?
Yes, yes. Although it would be helpful to have a better idea of what we are dealing with first. I know that before we left, our compatriot Evelyn gave some fortune telling that she does that told us that bludgeoning weapons wouldn't work best against whatever we're up against, but silver weapons might.
Okay.
Pardon,
Silver.
pardon the
Silver
chuckle,
weapons.
but fortune telling. If you're going off fortune telling, I think you're going to have poor intel. I would recommend.
I used to think like that, and then I got, let's just say I had a very bad day because I didn't listen to her, and that was all it took.
Got fortune foretold. Mm.
Yeah,
But-
you only need to get chased by thunderbirds once. Let me tell you.
Yeah, but Sokra, I have a weapon that comes out of my mouth that has silver.
It's
So if it really
It's bright.
is, and it's very shiny, it looks great.
bright.
Bong. And then
Well,
yes.
if
So
the
it might be
fortunes are
helpful.
true, then it'll shine on you. Anyways, I have business to attend to. Discuss amongst yourselves. If you need anything else from me, I'll be patrolling around town.
Both
Okay.
I and Sokra have so many questions about how you speak coherently with a weapon in your mouth.
Well,
He gives a
Captain,
where
nod
do you
and
hide
walks
it?
away.
Captain, thank you so much.
Is light from the goddess.
Yes.
Beam of light. Beam of light.
It's a moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
I feel like that wouldn't make a very good weapon,
It's-
but
Yeah, no, just we'll see. If I use it, I use it, but I'm not gonna use it unless I have to use it. And I'm okay. So if we all put cloaks on and like not let
Disguise.
her- yes, you're good at disguising. And then we just
Disguise.
we go. Maybe we
We-
get creatures to attack us on the way.
hold on. What are we disguising as?
Just
Not competent self-defensors.
yes, merchants.
Ooh, merchants.
Yes, we'll look like
we can be
merchants.
shiny and have nice clothes.
That'd be
Sokra
funny.
looks down at his shiny, nice clothes.
Oh, you're not incompetent. But don't say things about liables anymore.
No.
That's not cool. But you look really shiny.
You're really putting me in the box here. You know that?
Where's the box?
What box?
It's an imaginary one.
Imaginary box?
But what
You have
about
to think
Jishki starts
really-
feeling around Sokra to try and find this imaginary box.
Think harder.
Where is box?
Think. You have to think really hard.
it's almost like a bubble. I can feel frustration.
Bubble?
Yeah.
Bubble?
Yeah.
Bubble.
You know,
Okay.
maybe we should gather information from the tavern first.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
You know,
oh, but
stop
do
in
you,
for a
I-
little something to make this
You don't-
a bit easier.
But
Yeah.
do you
that's what we'll
keep
go with.
records? Do you write?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Good. You be
That's-
writer. Is that good?
It's very
Oh,
important.
yes, I've actually
good?
been.
This whole time? You've been writing
Just
all
like-
whole words.
Quick interruption, Raiden, your blessing is major, and Foresight faction won the first poll by a smidge, but there's 2 more to go, so it's not over yet.
It's okay. Goblins have a long way to go in improving their appearances.
Yeah. There's lots of
Di-
pre-juices.
Pre-juices.
Yes. We
As we understand.
we understand. Yes. Okay.
Um,
We go talk to somebody about disguises, or we go ask information.
How about? No. We should
Actually-
probably all go together for the intel. Not that I'm worried or anything.
I can go get the clothes.
Clothes?
Okay.
Yes. And I take my arms and kind of like measure you guys. No, Sorkra is fine. Chishki,
Sorkra?
you're about the same height.
Same
No,
height.
because he looks so fancy and I love it.
So we want clothes like Sokra?
What's wrong with my clothes?
No. Look. We look ready to beat the snot out of someone. Snot. And then
Hide the armors, hide the weapons.
Yes.
Hide the armor, hide the weapons.
So Chishki and I will go get clothes. You get intel. Yes?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, we get clothes.
Yes.
Okay, splitting the party for
I
some
feel like
clothes
this might
and
be
some
the
intel.
wrong.
Yeah.
Why don't I go with you to get some clothes just to make sure that you know?
Road trip with the Tengu. Yes.
I
I'm
stay
so
with-
excited.
I stay with Raiden.
You go with Raiden.
I go with Raiden.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on,
Oh my
Chipsy.
gosh. Okay.
I feel
You
like
can
I
tell
made a
me all the
mistake.
fashion.
Quietly
Okay.
to Raiden as we walk away, as I walk in the opposite direction.
So you guys split your party separate ways to your two different tasks. Sokra, you've been blessed moderately by Pharasma. So thank you for that, chat. There's Pharasma for you guys to read while we sort this out. So now Raiden is going with Chichki, and you guys are gathering some information. Is that right?
Yes.
And then Sokra and Snotnot are going to go get some clothes.
Mhm. The fanciest.
Clothes shopping, yeah.
Lovely. Okay, so let's start with Raiden and Chichki. You guys are wandering around town asking people. So you're asking for information, is that right?
Raiden would want to know if there are any local legends of any kind that might tie into the descriptions that we've gotten and the reading from Evelyn.
And you want to know that yourself, or you want to gather that from people?
I want to gather that.
Very good. Yeah. So both of you guys, are you going to split up, or are you going to move together and try to get information?
Chichki would like to aid Raiden in
Very good.
this gather information. He mostly aids by giving meaningful looks and glares to the people, and then occasionally mutters a word that might give an extra hint of something. Like, for example, if Raiden says something on the lines of, are there creatures about? He would say, hungry creatures, and that kind of stuff.
So you're
Yeah.
trying to intimidate?
He's
Yeah.
kind of giving a bit of an intimidation. He's not good at it, but he's gonna try because he's trying to help, right?
And Raiden, are you being friendly, or are you like shaking people down?
Oh no, absolutely friendly. And Kona is being just like trotting about, flaunting his stuff, being very friendly himself.
Very good. Let's
Cool.
have Raiden roll diplomacy, and Chichki, you can aid with an intimidation.
Okay.
Right. Here we go.
All right. Chichki rolls an 11 for the aid.
Which does not assist.
That
Does
doesn't
not assist.
but that's 27 total.
27 total. Yeah. So with your 27, because you guys are affirmated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with a 27, now you're asking around for any local legends. You don't hear of any. I mean, there's local legends, but none of them seem relevant to this case. You will hear that there has been a large gathering of goblins that have been in town lately that tend to go get very rambunctious at bars during the evening on certain nights. They're there about once a week. They were last here about 3 days ago. But everybody else doesn't know anything about the disappearances. They give you pretty much the same information the guard has, along with some rumors that you figure are probably quite silly, like people are just getting beamed up to the heavens by a deity, and very extreme gossip. But the only thing serious you hear are things that the guard already mentioned.
Chichki, between conversations, goes to Raiden and quietly asks, do you think they mentioned goblins because I was there?
I don't. Now
People
Raiden is
were
bending
seeming
like
to
in
give
half.
you a little bit of dirty looks when they mentioned it. They didn't seem the most friendly towards Chichki when that conversation came up.
There's, biases around.
Yes, biases.
Yes.
Chichki, very sorry.
It's okay. I like having you here, Chitsky.
Chichki did not help very much.
You know, Chitsky, it's really the action that counts, and you were here, and you were ready to help, and you did your best, and that's wonderful.
A little tear comes to his eye, and Chichki reaches up and gives Raiden a big hug.
Raiden like bends really far down to give a hug back. The 6'5" fetchling to the goblin.
Thank you, Raiden.
Quite the bend.
Oh, come on. Let's should we go see about those clothes and what Snot and Sakura managed to get together?
Okay.
So you guys were probably asking around for a good hour or so, getting some information, gathering some stories. So Sakura, Snot, you guys have free reign in the market here. Cassomir is a pretty well-populated place with quite a few stores. They've got a wide variety of shops. Is there something in particular that you're looking for?
See cloaks.
That
is the goal.
All sorts. So let's do this. You guys tell me what kind of getup you're trying to put together, and we will see if it is within reason and how much it's going to cost.
Oh,
I just realized I get to dress Raiden, and that makes me happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Sokra, I'm thinking very bright, colorful cloaks with some sort of embroidery flossy thing around it.
Ooh, yeah, that's actually
and
pretty good.
Just really bright, like
okay.
Yellow and like limes, the colors of limes.
There's got to be some pink too. Yeah, lots of pink. And what if we got these like big fluffy hats?
Fluffy hats?
Feathers just everywhere. That's how you know that somebody's wealthy, is that there are just a bunch of feathers in their hats.
Raiden will have to wear the fluffiest
one,
hat because he's the tallest.
Yeah. That
is
track.
agreed.
Yes.
But you will need some pinstripes. This is a very somber looking outfit. You do not look like you got the monies.
Yes, I guess I did. I guess that is the logical conclusion of that.
Let's see. What color are you wearing again today, Sokora?
I don't even remember. I think it's just like grays.
Grays and blacks.
Like a little bit of powder blue.
Okay. So let's see if we can get a big floofy hat for Raiden. Get us all the colors of cloaks. One each. It doesn't have to all be all the colors on one cloak.
Oh, well, I already have
cool.
a cloak, and this looks fine.
No,
but you all can wear the special cloak.
I know. I will see if I can find it. Yes. Okay. But let's see what the game master says.
Meanwhile, when you guys are shopping, Raiden, you feel your guild bag of holding gain a little bit of weight to it. And as you check it, you pull out this briefcase looking container with a note on the top that just says, "We figured you might need this." Now this is a disguise kit. This has all sorts of various props that you could think of for various disguises. You can get creative with what this has in it. This is going to give you a +2 to any deception rolls you're using to make a disguise.
He holds it up and shows Chichki.
Ooh! Chichki starts thumbing through all the things and putting them on himself and on Raiden, and occasionally puts a little hat on the giant fox.
Raiden's totally here and encouraging this. He just sits down and watches.
So for the next 20 minutes on our way back, we're playing around with this stuff.
I really hope there's like a cute scarf or something for the fox.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
Totally fox accessories.
Is there someone sewing embroidery thread?
There is. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, I go and I find the most garish colors I can, because garish is gorgeous. And then I think I know I have coppers, so however much it is, I pay and then give a nice little tip if I get all the really, really bright, gorgeous garish goblin colors.
Be sure to save receipts. I can file this as a business expense.
You know what, Sokra?
Do you have recipes?
What kind of business lores do you have?
What kind of business what?
What kind of business lores do you have?
Lore.
Oh, I have some. I'll tell you what. I have architecture and accounting.
Why don't you roll me a lore accounting, and we will see if you actually know a way to get this fully comped by the Foresight faction.
I mean, okay, worst case, I was willing to pay for it.
For sure, yeah.
I'm still confused about the recipes.
I'll take that. That's a 20.
For a 20, absolutely.
22.
You know the proper paperwork is this is business expense.
This is what I do.
You guys can get up to 20 gold's worth of outfits here, which is quite extravagant outfits.
Oh, snap.
Wow.
And it'll be
That's-
comped by the Foresight faction.
Oh.
That's beautiful. I
wonderful.
love it.
Oh,
And
Business acumen to the rescue.
Maybe
I-
and
paperwork
you
does
said
come in handy.
paperwork wasn't useful. You monster.
So I asked the very
Basically.
nice embroidery patron if they can point us towards the floofiest of hats.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's an entire hat vendor there that has just the most extravagant hats that you've seen around this whole area. They're big, far bigger than your head, lots of feathers. They've got big hats just lined with fur, tall hats, short hats, floppy hats, all
So-
kinds of hats.
So I really want Raiden to be like cool with us goblins. Can you help me choose one she'd really, really like? He'd really, really like.
Oh yeah, I'll even let you take I'll even let you take credit for it.
Oh, that's very kind.
Yep.
Does
Very
he
kind.
really like pink?
Oh yeah, he loves pink. Don't worry.
I
You know,
don't
kind of.
like pink at all. Ooh, okay. So
Well, there's also, there's yellows and oranges. Those are great. The more vibrant, the better, really.
it's the hat person. Do you have time for a commission, like a special project, if it's paid well?
Sorry, what was that? You cut out for me there.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you have time for a special project if it's paid well?
Yeah, absolutely. What's
Okay.
gonna get put together for you?
It's for a special, very tall friend, so they need to be even taller. And it needs to have elements of pink and orange. And did you say peach?
Oh yeah, peach would be good. That's a good choice.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I
this-
think yellow. And I know this is very strange, but this is what this very tall, amazing person wants.
This tiefling gentleman pulls out some canvas and starts sketching up everything that you tell them, getting all the little details down. Looks like a very skilled tailor / craftsman.
You're
And,
very good at what you do.
Starts noting down all of your orders. And in the meantime, while you're discussing those orders, you feel a little bit of weight added to your guild bag of holding, Snotnot.
Ooh.
And you pull out a tarot card. Sokra, you recognize this. This is from Evelyn's deck. You've seen it before. And it is the card of the Cyclone. With your skills, you probably aren't exactly sure what that means. And for you players, Evelyn's tarot cards may be a recurring thing from the bag. You don't know what it's going to do until later. But they will all have an effect later on in the session.
So it's a really pretty storm. Do you know anything about this?
Would Evelyn have told me anything about these?
Evelyn probably says a lot of stuff about Haro cards, and you don't quite have the mastery to quite know how she does it. But it does seem to have effects that aren't really explained by logic.
I feel like I should, and I feel like I really should have listened closer last time we talked.
You don't write down all her words?
I tried, and it's really hard to find the proper paperwork for fortune telling. I've tried talking to the people upstairs, and they.
I take the
The
card
bean
and I
counters,
put it inside my shirt, at least.
The bean counters don't do that. The bean counters don't do good with magic. I don't know what to tell you.
That's sad. I'm filled with magic.
This
All right,
explains
let's
a
go
lot.
ahead and let's fast forward a little bit here. Raiden and Chichki, you guys return to the market. You see Snotnot and Sokra have finished their shopping ventures. There's a tailor finishing some last touches on an outfit. Snotnot and Sokra, why don't you go ahead and tell us the outfits that you have picked out for everyone?
Okay.
Let's start with Snotnot. What's Snotnot wearing here?
Oh, so I've got Lady Longshanks colors. It is just this gorgeous, bright purple and strips of yellow through it. And they all twirl and swirl and it almost looks like a donkey threw up. It's beautiful.
Wonderful. What about for Chichki? What outfit did you get for Chichki?
Jishki, I know how much you like snails.
Nails.
And yeah. And so I present him with a beautiful green mucus colored. It's like moss is kind of growing up from the bottom, and it's also very bright and shiny. Here you go.
He takes it and he drapes it over himself.
Do you like it? I was very
Okay.
worried.
And by the way, Chichki is no longer looking normal. For example, he does not have his mask on. He has a giant bulbous nose. His skin is painted in a different color, and he's got a big mustache, big long mustache on himself. And he's trying to make himself look like a gnome.
Oh, I'm gonna rewind just a little bit and be like,
Uh-huh.
"What? You're not my cousin. Where's my cousin? Why are they calling you Chichki?"
It's not. It's Chichki.
I am Adamus. I am gnome.
Right.
Hello.
Does
Yeah.
is Adamus joining us?
Yeah. Edimus is joining us.
Well,
I don't need to file a missing persons report, right, Raiden?
I got this
You
for
see.
Chichki, but do you like snails?
Adamus loves snails. And he grabs it and pulls it over
Chichki,
himself.
you wearing nose? Pulling
I
nose
wear
off.
nose for
Yes.
gnome.
I had no idea. I honestly
And
thought you were
big
honest.
mustaches.
Okay, I gotta put your nose back. I had your nose. Okay. And so crap. While you weren't looking, I took your coat.
But my coats.
And then I did it myself. And I passed back Sokra his coat, and it's all pinstriped with brightly color embroidery floss of all sorts of different bright rainbow colors. And it's perfectly pinstriped. I am very proud of the spacing. This is not something we normally do well. Here you go.
Raiden's gonna lean over. I think Iomade might be able to see it from way up there now. Or Pharasma.
We're
Any of
trying.
them.
We are
My
trying
mother
to
made
be
me this coat.
seen.
I really hope she doesn't see the modifications.
Put it on.
She's very sensitive about her handiwork.
It looks great. It's not really
Wonderful,
good job. I
Snot.
feel very fancy.
Wonderful.
And what about for Raiden? What did you get for Raiden, Sokra?
So Sokra is a business person, and he's not very good with colors or fashion. But he did get the best he could do for Raiden. It has a lot of colors, too many colors, some might say, not me, but some. And just the biggest, floofiest hat. It does have a fox embroidered on it, for what it's worth. You just can't really see it because it's hiding behind all the feathers.
This
Wonderful.
is lovely. Yeah. Also, Kona probably has a top hat on.
Yes, it's not did most of the work in finding it, but you know.
This is yeah. I can wear this. Puts it on. Looks at Kona. Yeah. Feel like it.
Oh,
Kona has a top hat. That is adorable.
I was
Yes.
so worried. I'm so glad you like it, Raiden.
Look at this. There's a monocle. See the monocle in the kit? He puts it on his eye, and then he looks over at your wolf, and he puts it on your wolf.
Here, put it on
Oh
Kona.
look,
Good
it's
choice.
on.
Kona
Now,
is
He's
dapper.
the fanciest of dapper foxes.
He is.
Dapper fox.
Dapper.
Oh, we might have to bring you into the office next time I'm in Absalom.
Whoa, hey. Maybe.
Okay, we ready to
That's what I
travels?
mean.
Let's go. I think
Yes.
it's time.
We
So,
ready to travels?
you guys are decked out in your very fancy clothes, compensated by the Foresight faction.
Thank
And
you, Foresight faction.
you've got some little bits of disguises adding to the mix from your disguise kit. You're also all armed still? Is that correct?
Yeah.
under the cloaks.
Under the cloaks.
Speaking of Chase, that thing that I was messaging you about with my purchase and the delivery. of
Yes. Yes. A delivery person comes running up to you here with, a whole bunch of paperwork in hand. They come jogging up. Sokratek,
Yes.
we
Can
were
I help
expecting you here. Yes, this is for you. Sign here. They hand you some paperwork, and they hand over a big package wrapped in cloth.
That's strange. Start dutifully and efficiently fill out all paperwork, take package, unwrap it.
And
Maybe
what's
there is
inside?
something
Tell
to
us
the
about it.
paperwork.
Yes. Okay. So what is inside is a nice big longsword that is made of silver and has an emblem on the hilt that suggests that it is from the Chelish Navy for some reason. It's weird. And it came with a little note. It says, "Thinking of you," signed Crownicrath. Oh, Crownicrath was thinking of me. How sweet of her. Although, how did she know to...
She was crying again.
The delivery person is still standing there.
Oh, yes. Here you go. I tip him 2 gold. A gold. 2 is a
Thank
lot.
you kindly. And
I'm
then
also
he,
very poor right now.
he goes running off in another direction.
Wow.
That's
This is what
what-
paperwork does?
Yeah, paperwork's not so bad.
Paperwork, nice.
Yeah.
Paperwork and...
Liabilities does this too?
No,
Mm-mm.
they don't.
No, liabilities is lying. No.
Actually,
I
lies
think
on
I can
paper?
get them on my side with this. Yes, liabilities does help you get things like this.
Mm.
Ryden's standing behind Sakura, shaking his head.
Raiden
think-
says no.
I think we need to go toward the wooded area.
Mhm.
And let's go that way. Chase, like 10 minutes in, I want to stop and take out my bottle of Silver Sheen and carefully dip Kona's claws into it.
Okay, very good. Yeah, just dip each little claw
Actually,
there
like
in some
15
silver sheen.
minutes in. I want to be like 5 minutes out from where the disappearances start happening.
Okay.
Have been told to start happening.
What is this substance you have here?
Oh, watch really closely, okay? You take his paw, right?
Uh-huh.
And you take this. It's really cool. You dip it in,
Ooh.
and then it's like silver.
Ooh. Can I have some?
There's only enough for Kona on this one,
Oh,
but
okay.
maybe on the next time. But just
Okay.
silver. It's really cool. And now Kona is shiny.
The shiny is like painting nails.
Right.
Is painting pretties.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
makeup.
Can you imagine my claws with that silver?
Oh, claws with
Really
silver is
pretty.
very nice. Very nice.
He's
Please tell
really,
me,
really pretty.
please tell me that Kona is still wearing the top hat and the monocle. 'Cause,
Yes.
Like,
He
by
absolutely
far
is. He is the
dapperest
most
fox.
patient fox.
might say he's pretty foxy.
Oh.
I like this guy.
Okay, so we are moving to our first actual map here. These maps, by the way, are by a group called Che and Peku, and they do just beautiful battle maps. We're going to be using a lot of their maps during this season because we love them and they are awesome. Okay, here's all your tokens. I think I got everybody there. Now, as you guys are on your way, you're dipping Kona's claws. Who do you think is I'm just going to ask you, the best of you at deception can make sure you tidy up these disguises for everybody. I'll let one of you roll a disguise for the whole group, and you'll go ahead and you'll add that +2 for the disguise kit.
I got a
Okay.
+7.
And +9.
+7. Chishki will aid in disguising people.
Very good.
Was it Ryden's roll?
Sounds like Ryden is would Ryden tidy everybody up?
Yeah. Ryden's helpful. He
Very
tidy
good.
everybody.
Meanwhile,
Right.
Sokra would be reviewing the information gathered thus far to investigate.
Making that your case, I imagine.
Yes.
Very good.
Chishki has rolled a 25 in aiding for the deception.
Okay, that is a success. So you've got a total of, with affirmation, Chichki, and the kit, +5 to your deception here,
Oh
right?
my goodness. Yeah.
Chishki mostly helps. Chishki
29.
mostly helps in hiding weapons, since as a ninja he does know that a little bit.
Very good. 29 is quite a level 3 roll here. You tidy up those disguises so nice. You make it so any bit of armaments are either looking decorative or completely hidden. And you all look wonderful. You look like fancy, high-class dressed folk, not threatening at all.
Kona's got his nose like slightly more up in the air, doing like a trot type thing next to everybody.
That is too adorable.
If it's okay, I give Kona scritches under the jaw.
Kona will
He's
take
so
the scritches.
beautiful. Oh, you're so wonderful.
And as Kona is trotting with the silver claws and the top hat, you guys do approach a bend in the road here. And by the way, it is, as you guys are traveling here, it's a nice day out. It's sunny. It's maybe even a little bit too much on the hot side. You're not like sweltering hot, but it's approaching uncomfortably warm. But it's a beautiful day. Sky is blue, just a few clouds out. You guys hear birds and wildlife chirping all around, and it's a pretty nice stroll on the road. You guys are all on foot, correct?
Yep.
Very good. Yeah, and you guys, as you approach a bend in the road here, you're in a pretty wooded area, lots of trees around you, and you do see what appears to be one of the areas of disturbance. You see a cart that is toppled over. You see some crates resting around. There's a letter on top of one of them that you can see. You can't read it unless you approach it. And as you're approaching this, Sokra, your That's Odd will trigger here at this scene. And you can see as you guys are approaching on the road, there is some sort of handle on the bottom of this wagon over here. Like underneath of where the driver would sit, you see a handle.
That handle is not supposed to be there.
Really want to pull the handle, but what do you all think?
Maybe we don't pull the handle.
We're all probably whispering as we're walking down the road, right? As we're approaching this. Okay.
I am trying to look nonchalant.
Okay. Chichki looks over at some of the things and says, you think is prepared ambush?
Just like Mama used to do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like
my mother
ambush.
was not a good person. I mean, goblin.
Mine neither. But
yeah, my aunt wasn't a good person either. A goblin either.
Lady Longshanks is with them now and is helping them.
We'll see.
Okay, so do we approach like gullibles?
Do you guys feel like a fight?
Well, not particularly. Can't we just?
We
could send Kona forward, and he could like sneak up, sniff around.
Kona might have to do his business.
If we're expecting ambush, maybe it would make more sense to try and outflank.
Outflank?
Yes.
Okay.
You know how you like size your flank and then you try and go.
Oh, I know outflank. Yes.
We've eaten many flanks.
Okay.
Close enough.
And then Chichki in a loud voice says, "Oh dear, I think I need to use the little gentleman's room." And he goes off to the right side of the road in the opposite direction of these wagons.
Off into the wooded area there.
What's that?
Off into the wooded area?
Into the wooded area on the opposite side of the road. He starts strutting his little gnome walk and goes into the trees.
Don't use a pine cone to wipe.
Piney cone? I dare say I never use piney cones. They are uncomfortable.
Very good.
Oh dear. Speaking of such things, I had one too many mugs of ale. Excuse me, partners and compatriots. I just need to go off in a similar direction for reasons.
Okay, so you're going the same direction as Chichki, but not right with Chichki, correct?
Yep.
Do you want me to move my token?
Right there should be good where you guys are at.
Yep.
You guys are probably a little further off the map there, but you guys are off in the woods over there.
About 15, 20 feet in is where he's going to stash his what do you call it? Disguise.
Wonderful. Okay. And what about Snotnot and Raiden? What are you two doing?
What are fancy people like us to do while they're off at the loo?
Maybe we should look at the ground for a minute. Raiden wants to bend down. This is the worst way to do any of this. Raiden wants to hold on just I know what I'm doing. Yeah, he wants to kind of look for tracks And roll a survival for it.
Look at the ground for a minute. Yes, please
Yeah.
do roll me a survival.
He's
to
gonna
look at
like
the ground for
look
a minute.
down, put his hands in his pockets, and like scuff his shoe, but he's looking.
Okay,
And,
wonderful.
I will investigate local flora and fauna. That is what fancy people
Oh,
do, right?
that's not very good. An 11 if we're still affirmated.
You guys are still affirmated. With an 11, you're not picking up any tracks. I mean, you get some footprints and tracks on the road, but nothing that looks like it shouldn't be here. What about you, Snotnut? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just having a quick think. Oh, I'm gonna sprain my ankle. I'm going to walk about 5 feet, 10, 15 feet, and I'm going to sprain my ankle, and I'm going to roll performance for that, if that's okay.
Yes, please do.
I have a +9 on performance.
Wow, Snotnut's really good at faking injuries, except not with that roll.
No, oh goodness.
What's the result?
That is an 11. Now I will say, Foresight faction, you guys can allow skill check rerolls if that's something that interests you.
You know what? Yeah. Oh
many-
no.
How many points do we have?
Let's see. So currently, Snotnut's got 2, Chichki's got 3, Ryden's got 3, Sokra's got 3.
Raiden's gonna clear his throat. Try again.
Okay, I gotta try again.
That is much better.
28.
So with that, you get a +2 from the hero points. That is a 28 performance. And a hero point spent for Raiden. Okay. You're faking this injury. Raiden is looking at the ground. Chichki and Sokra are off to do some business. Let's have
Kona's
Sokra-
looking out, by the way.
Kona's looking out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have everybody roll me a perception. Why don't we?
Can I use a sneak for my? Well, probably not.
This would be pursuing my lead, right?
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
And then I'd be helping Chichki also, so he'd get the +1.
Yeah. Let's do it. Okay.
I'm just, you know what? I'll wait to see what everybody else gets.
Very good. So
Perception,
Sokra
right?
got a 13, and yeah. And Chichki,
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna reroll
not
mine.
so good.
very good. Okay.
Oh, come on!
So
Sorry.
that makes your best an 18, Sokra. Kona got a
Chichki
14.
with a 10. If he gets a +1.
That he does. 10 for Chichki. So it looks like the best we got here is Raiden with a 21.
Correct.
And Sokra's got an 18. So yeah, Raiden and Snotnut and Kona, you guys aren't really spotting anything as you're making a scene in the road. Sokra, you do spot something. You can see Chichki just down south in the woods from you a little bit, and you see something small dash from one bush to another and then do it again, and it looks like they are heading towards Chichki. You don't get a good glimpse at it. They're moving very quickly.
So you're saying south?
Yeah, so Chichki's like down here south from you. You're a little bit more up north in the woods.
I'll say loudly while, you know, dumping some liquids that I have on me onto the ground nearby. Oh dear, it's not often that you see moss growing on the south side of trees.
Moss?
Chichki is gonna roll a sense motive on this because he has no idea what potentially he's trying to go after.
Yeah,
is that a
That's a perception.
perception? Oh, great. He is so good at that. All right, so Chichki, let's see if he catches wind of this being some kind of a warning. Oh, he gets a 22.
Absolutely. You can tell that
Okay.
Sokra's clearly tone in his voice is warning of something.
Okay. All right. So Chichki is going to. So he's removing his cloak carefully, and he's trying to prop it against a tree to make it look like his character is still standing there up against a tree doing something, so that he can slip out from underneath it and go into sneak mode.
Yeah,
So-
roll stealth.
All right, so he is going into stealth mode,
My cousin is a genius.
and stealth mode is what he's built for. Okay, so do you want me to roll this public or private?
You can roll this publicly.
Okay, public stealth roll. All right, a 7 puts it to an 18.
Okay, you are affirmated, so that is a 20. Yeah, you leave your cloak there and you go slipping away off into the woods a little bit here. And just shortly after you slip away, you see another goblin come dashing out from behind a bush very quickly. Let's get some artwork here. Both hands up in the air and a couple of like little flames above their hands. All right, stop there. Freeze. Good. Now don't move, and you're gonna come with me.
Where are we going?
Sokra, you, and this is at Chichki's cloak, to clarify.
Oh, okay.
Sokra, you hear something coming up above you as well. Not above you, behind you from the other direction. You can see more bushes moving and something coming your way.
Okay, just need to shake out this last little bits. Reach for my longsword.
Okay. And as you reach for your longsword, another goblin comes popping out of some bushes above you. A couple of flames in their hand as well. You stop too. Don't move. What do you do, Sokra?
I'm gonna comply for now. Oh dear, you seem to have caught me yellow-handed. I can't do a thing. So very defenseless.
Okay.
Good job assailing me. Good job.
As you do that, you hear this goblin. It lets out a big scream. Ah! And as soon as you all hear that shout, a couple of little goblins come popping out of these crates right over here near you, Snotnot and Ryden. They both pop out of the boxes. They jump out, flames above their hands. You and your little fox, stop. Hands up where we can see them.
Fauna like does a balance up like baggy type thing.
Okay, so
Shishki.
everybody's surrendering except for Chichki's cloak, which is technically surrendering.
I'm surrendering to
Not
be clear.
not.
Can Shishki sneak up behind the one who's threatening his alter self?
Yes, you will need to roll another stealth if you're going to try to
Yep.
approach them.
Attempting another stealth check to sneak up behind him stealthily. 17, so 19.
Okay, a 19. Yeah, it does not seem to notice you. It's very focused on your cloak. It's slowly approaching it.
Okay, and then he whispers into the behind his head, "What are the flames for?"
It yells, "Ah!"
And then he tackles him to the ground, and that might be initiative. I don't know.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's roll initiative, and we'll see how this plays out.
I wanted to try diplomacy. So,
You still
Never-
can. We'll just do it.
There's probably just some scrambling going on down in the tree somewhere while you do.
Right. Okay, I have got the encounter created. You guys should all be able to create your own initiative here if you right click your token and add the sword and shield.
mhm.
Could I use stealth for my what do you call it? Instead of perception?
Yes, absolutely.
Is there a way to do so?
You also have to roll me a stealth and then give me the roll and I will adjust your roll for you.
Okay, sounds good. Okay.
Wow, that
Hey.
was a lot of 12s that got rolled.
Yeah. Okay, 29 is what his stealth is, and then I'm gonna roll mine.
Okay, very good.
Right click on the shield, is it?
Yeah, and I got your initiative there. I got the 29 for you.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, you're good. Okay, so let's get this set. You just blew everybody else out of the water initiative-wise.
Yeah, stealth is his thing.
Okay, let's get some combat music going. And let's talk about initiative order. So we have got Chichki, a goblin, Snotnot, Goblin, Sokra, Raiden. Did you really get an 8, Raiden?
I nat
Did you nat 1?
I nat 1.
Very good.
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay, Chichki, you are appropriately up first. So you're going to grab him. Go ahead and make me a grapple or an athletics, rather.
Athletics? Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Athletics. Here it goes. Do we have any affirmation?
Yeah, you guys are at +2. Hasn't moved.
Okay.
Nobody
All right,
has villain love tonight. I have 0 villain points.
Okay. And then I keep forgetting, because he's a part rogue, he has an ability called, surprise attack or something like that?
Right.
What does
And
that
that
do?
makes them flat-footed against
okay.
your first round here.
Okay, cool. All right, then with a +2, he is at a 16 for his athletics.
Very good. I'm going to put you probably came up this way behind this thing, so I'm going to put you down here if that's okay.
Yep, that works.
16 for athletics. You do have it grabbed. You don't have it restrained.
Okay. And
So
that's...
it is struggling. The flames in its hands go out as it starts kind of wrestling with you. That was
Okay.
one action.
One action. All right. Second action. I don't know if you would call this an attack, but he's going to stuff a rag in his mouth.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be, I think, another athletics.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and roll that.
All right. Rolling for stuffing a rag in his mouth. Again, with affirmation, becomes an 18.
Okay, an 18. Yeah, you get a rag in there, and the screams start to get muffled.
Okay. And then lastly, he's going to try and trip him down. Now, we have a minus to each of these, right? Because
So
they're
no,
all
they
attacks.
actually eroded, and combat maneuvers now accrue your multiple attack penalty, but they don't suffer from it.
Okay. All right, then. So trying to bring him down to the ground. Is that another athletics?
That is an athletics, huh?
All right, here we go.
It was a very good errata for monks.
Definitely. Ooh, snap. Okay, so that's a 25.
25 is a critical success, which means he is prone and going to take a d6 of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
If you want to roll that d6 for me.
Sure thing. D6. 1.
Okay, so you hear a muffled oof as you drop this guy to the ground.
He's
And
not trying to
you
harm
still have him
him.
grabbed?
What's that?
You still have him grabbed?
Yeah, I still have him grabbed, and he's basically gagged and on the ground.
Very good. Okay. Go ahead and add that grabbed condition to him as well. There we go.
And that's
Okay.
it for Chishki.
That's it for Chichki. So next up, we have got this goblin over here. Doesn't seem to know what's going on yet. This one's gonna walk up, and it's going to have its flames out in its hands, and it's just gonna gesture to Snotnot. You're coming with us. Understand?
No.
Looks at the other one.
Or, yes.
Yes.
Yes?
What he said.
I look over at Raiden.
You come with us or you burn.
Yeah. I don't want to be on fire.
Oh, yes. Yes, we will
That
come
one's
with
smart. Listen to him. It's a
Yes.
smart long shanks. Very rare.
you. Yes. There's many yes, we're coming with you.
Good.
Yes. Yes.
All right, that one's done. Snotnot, it's your turn.
We're in combat. Is diplomacy allowed, or are we?
Yeah, absolutely. It takes an action to make a request to someone.
All right. So I'm just gonna try and switch sides. This might be
Sure,
more
yeah.
deception than diplomacy. But I'm just like, hey, goblin to goblin. What clan you guys from?
You'll find out when we get there.
I don't do the
Cooperate, and maybe you can join.
Yeah.
We have tests, and it gives you a big toothy grin.
I have teeth too. Or
I-
you're not a razor tooth.
No.
Actually, I'm just gonna roll intimidation.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do here.
Very good. You got to show off your superior teeth now.
Unfortunately, yes. And hopefully, like No, my family's name is on the line now. And that is altogether a 21.
It was
21.
it was teetering on the 20.
It was.
He like wipes the grin off and gets like a little bit of a nervous scowl. Anyways, let's go. Come on.
Sure. Write it. You want to go?
Yeah, all right.
Okay, let's go. Only because Ryden wants to.
So you make it nervous and then you're cooperating. So you're just gonna go with okay. This one over here is gonna move over and start escorting with no, this one will go grab Ryden. It's gonna reach way up and grab the cuff of your sleeve.
Oh,
Come
here.
on, let's go.
Don't burn the cloak.
And then it looks down at Kona. Oh gods, I love this fox. And he lets go of you and he starts petting Kona. We must recruit this one, even if this one burns.
You could try.
The other goblin, oh yeah, I agree. Let's recruit the fox. You might not burn. We have tests.
Okay, can I just say that instead of like the renown thing, we should just vote for who's best boy, and everybody should vote for the fox.
Kona should
best
get
boy?
their own renown.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't vote for either of us. Just vote for Kona.
Okay, next up we have the goblin that is on the ground. So muffled shouting, it is going to try to do a fortitude save to break out of your grapple. So this is versus your athletics DC.
Athletics
18.
DC?
Mm-hmm.
What is
So it's your athletics bonus plus 10.
Oh, okay. All right, so athletics bonus is 7. So 17, so it looks like he breaks out.
Okay, so he shoves you off of him. So the grabbed condition is done. And then second action is going to be standing up. And then third action is going to be drawing a dagger. Doesn't take the cloth out of his mouth yet. It's looks like it's yelling at you and cursing at you, but you can't quite make it out. Okay, that's its turn. This one is going to go down here and grab Sokra. Don't you touch that sword. Understand?
What sword? I was just putting away my,
Oh, is that not a sword? Don't touch it anyways. Give it to me. What is it? I want it.
I was just urinating. Jeez, back off, man.
I don't want to see that. Come with me.
Exactly.
Okay, this one's going to escort you over here with the rest.
Swords.
Okay, so for now, what we're going to do, if you guys are all complying with these goblins, they don't realize what's going on at the moment. So I'm going to fast forward past everybody but Chichki and this goblin down here. If anybody wants to intervene on something, let me know. Sokra, are you doing anything or just complying at the moment?
I don't think I have anything I want to do except make sure that he doesn't know about my actual sword.
It seems to completely lose track of it, and it just
I'd
completely
hope.
threw his
I'd
mindset
hope.
off a loop. Okay, Chichki, you're up.
All right, so I don't want to beleaguer this too much. Like if everybody else is doing their thing, it's up to you, GM. But Chichki's objective here is to switch places with this goblin. He is going to try and put his outfit on this one, tie him up, and then come out wearing his own stuff. If you want to try and fast forward that, or if there's some rolls that you want to make,
you would have to detain it by either knocking it out through some combat, or if you critically succeed in athletics, you can actually full-blown detain it. So I need one of those things, and then we can call it good.
Oh, hey, is this a skill check that doesn't have the attack trait?
It's not, unfortunately.
and nobody took damage last turn, so I don't have any pluses there for my my blessing. All right, so I'm gonna try an athletics here and just see what we get.
Okay.
Are we affirmated?
You guys are affirmated.
Wonderful. Thank you, fans. We love it. Chishki gets a 24.
23 is what you were looking for, so the affirmation does it. That's enough to detain this creature. So we can call that initiative. You've already got him gagged. He didn't ungag himself like the intelligent creature he is.
Okay.
So you get him back down to the ground, drops the dagger in the process. You tie him up, and you're switching outfits.
Yes. So I'm going to be pulling him. There's going to be some rustling around in the bushes and whatnot. And then he's putting the nose. He's smearing a little bit of his own makeup back onto him. And then he's putting the cloak on him and then essentially walking out behind him wearing his own clothes.
Okay. I need you to roll me a deception with
You
a
bet.
+2 for the disguise kit. Actually, let's give you a +4 because you're also using bits of disguise from the actual goblin.
+4. Okay. So deception +4. No.
Now, this is a skill check that doesn't have the attack trait.
Okay, so I rolled a 4, which
You guys
means...
see Chichki walking out, not looking completely like this goblin. The paint's a little smudged.
Well,
Writing,
I rolled a 4, which translates to an 11 with a +4 is a 15. But it's not a very good roll.
it's not going to succeed.
You know,
Right.
I'm just going to, unless you want to do something.
Well, Raiden is going to distract and like lean forward and be like, if you pet him behind the ear, right there, he really likes it.
It's true.
And really just get in on the fox so that Chichkin can try again.
And I'm gonna clumsily kind of fall onto the goblin guarding me, like, no, I really did hurt my ankle, so you're gonna have to help me walk.
So is this a reroll then?
This is a hero
you guys
point
are
reroll with some
Spending
wonderful
another
flavor.
hero point for us. Thank you guys.
Yep.
Okay, so here's the reroll. Is it with a +2 now? An additional
Yep.
+2?
Uh-huh.
Chat just pointed out that this was actually a 17 with affirmation, right? But we're gonna reroll it. Rerolling the deception because 4s happen. Hey, a natural 17, which
Pat,
that wasn't a 17.
That was a 7, cuz.
Is
I'm
it
looking
looked like
for
a
an
17.
18 here, which with the hero point and affirmation, that gets you there.
Okay, cool.
Get you
Yep.
more than there.
Yeah,
with the
14
disguise
plus 8. So
Mhm.
kit. Yes, indeed. Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, with the little disguise, you can see with the distraction of Kona and the stumbling ankle, you can see Chichki fix up the disguise just enough. We're gonna hop out of initiative, as you guys are all complying now.
this one was trying to escape.
Oh, you got it. Where is he?
He's right here, and drags the probably dizzy goblin after pummeling him like across the head a few times.
Yeah, he's like a little disoriented, struggling, tied up. Oh, good thing you got him. These
Yeah.
ones are cooperating.
We're very
Wisers.
good at co-oping.
Silly goblin. I mean, silly gnome.
Oh yeah. Yes.
I whisper really, really quietly, Ride it.
What?
Don't hurt that one.
I know. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
you're
you.
coming with us to a test.
Love test.
Understand?
I don't test well.
We'll explain on the way. Keep walking. Don't try anything. If you try anything, we burn you all.
And
You
if
Except
ride
for
on
the
Kona
fox.
while you explain us. You can
What?
ride on him. He'll let you.
It's a really big. I can.
Yeah, come on, yeah. Just hop on. A couple of you can. You look tired.
I love this.
You look tired. Just hop on, and then you can tell us all about it, and you won't be out of breath.
Well, we need to escort.
Well, yeah, it's an escort.
But
Kona,
we're coming with you.
Kona knows where. You just kind of give him a little like tap on one side, then another, and he'll lead you.
The one that's the ones that are escorting Raiden and Sokra look at each other and then excitedly hop on Sokra's back. Not Sokra's back. Kona's
That'd
back.
be even funnier. Well, I didn't mean him, but sure.
Apparently, there was a misunderstanding on who was being spoken about.
I just said he, so.
Kona's back.
Oh, look, I know you caught me with my pants down, but you can't ride me like that.
Okay.
Lord.
Kona resumes the proper top-headed fox trot.
Yeah, very good. So fox trotting top-hatted fox with a couple of goblins on its back.
Absolutely.
The scene that we have now. Now, Snotnut, you're still being escorted, as is Chichki is being dragged. So
I'm
they
good at this.
They lead you guys into the woods a little bit deeper. And as you're walking, the ones on top of the fox start explaining. All right, this is going to be the test. You're our prisoners now, but you don't have to be. You're going to fight other prisoners. If you win and you kill the other prisoner, then you either get to go free or you get to join us. Understand?
No. Join who?
We're the Avengers of the Arm.
Avengers of the Arm.
Well, we're gonna be the Avengers of the Arm.
Hey, what's the arm?
Yeah, we have arms.
A great arm that brings vengeance and strength. The strong arm from the sky. The avenging strong man. His arm. Anybody can roll a religion check if they would like, blindly, please, if you do roll it.
Oh, I'm so
With my
even
plus
untrained.
2.
And while you guys are, you can even roll untrained. Just make sure you do it blindly. While you guys are rolling that, we have a request for a character fact from Ryden. So while we're getting those rolls out, Ryden, tell us a character fact if you would.
Oh man.
Sorry, that one was not blind. I'm gonna redo.
Yeah, if it's not blind, just re-roll it. If you need help finding the blind roll, let me know.
Let's see. Well, Ryden and Kona have been traveling quite a bit. He loves to learn about different creatures. I mean, I love to learn about different creatures. I love studying them. I love everything about it. Just sometimes it, takes a toll on everything I own. So this is one of my nicest jackets, if you'll see. This has hardly any holes in it. And, it's never been Kona's fault. Well, this was Kona's fault, the whole ear bit. But that's a story for another time. I love creatures. I love knowing about them. And maybe I'll tell some of these people about them.
Wonderful. Thank you for that fact. Also, as you're traveling unescorted, your guild bag of holding gets a little bit heavier. And when you do have a chance to get that, it is a lesser potion of healing from chat.
Oh, look at that.
Very good. Okay, so with these religion checks here, let me gather this blind information. None of you really know what they're talking about except for Ryden. Ryden, you are quite familiar with the strong man. That just resonates a memory in your mind that you've read about. One of the major deities, Kurgus, the god of fair competition, is often called the strong man, though the avenging strong man, the vengeful arm from the sky, all that's not making sense, but it feels like Kurgus to you.
I think they're talking about Kurgus. He's a competitive god. Maybe like the god of the Alliance.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah, he just to the
All
others.
of the goblins start nodding along.
Here we go. I'm
Oh.
right? Yeah? Yeah? He points at each one of them. Yeah?
In a way, though you've been mistaught. If you live and pass the test, you'll be taught the right way.
I do like being taught the right way.
It
It's
is fun.
important.
And then all you have to do is kill another prisoner.
Hey, can we negotiate the killing part?
No!
No.
Maybe one of you for the fox.
We'll talk about it. Yeah?
What's with the avenging thing?
I told you. You win your fight. We'll teach you the right way. Otherwise, there's no point because you'll be dead.
Yeah, you got a point. Can't learn if you're not living.
Yeah, no, see, I've got a goddess, and I am good with that goddess. You might just have to kill me.
You're
You
gonna
ever
fight
heard of-
another prisoner. Another prisoner will kill you. You don't have to join. If you win, you
Mm.
can just leave.
No, I don't do the whole killing to people.
We'll just see. How about we just see? We'll just go and
We'll
see.
take you to the ring and we'll force you into it. Then you don't have to decide.
Yeah.
This is not going to go well for any of you. Anyway, walking onward, we'll
You're
go get in the
not blessed by
ring.
the strong arm. Of course, it's gonna go well for us.
Brief aside with Ryden.
So we're not gonna actually kill people, right?
Well, I'm kind of hoping that we don't kill anybody, and that maybe we can talk them out of it.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Cause some of these people were paying their We're paying for our insurance, and it's not a good look.
Well, no, yeah, you're right. But insurance? Yeah, anyway.
Yeah. Some of the people that got kidnapped, they were insured, and it's a whole thing.
Oh, well, they're gonna get paid out. Their family's gonna, that's a discussion.
Well, we should probably try and rescue them just so that we don't have to pay for them.
Well, yeah,
it's very expensive life insurance. Well, I don't know why we offer it.
Why? Yeah, we should quit that once we get them rescued.
I keep on telling the guys at the office we can't insure lives, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are traveling through the woods for quite a good amount of time, and eventually you guys see a more mountainous area coming up ahead. And as you break through the woods, you can see that there is a carved out section of this small mountain up ahead with a fortification built into it. It's a pretty clumsy fortification. They've got some stacked logs that are pretty weakly tied together. They have a little makeshift watchtower or two. Clearly, though, it's not like any sort of trained craftsman that built this place. There's gaps in the wood here that you can see. And as you approach, there's not like a sophisticated gate. They just move a couple of the logs that turn on these fortified twines holding it in place. And you guys can see there's a whole bunch of goblins over in here, just mingling. You can see a couple of them are sparring with one another pretty unenthusiastically. There's a couple over here at a tipped over mine cart that are arguing over something, and then some others are just wandering around. Notably, as you guys walk in, you guys can see that there is a goblin that's decked out in some pretty nice armor, looks far more armed than the rest. It's just standing up here, shouting out. Does anybody here speak Goblin aside from Chichki and Snotnot? No. Okay. So Chichki and Snotnot, you guys can understand this. Is he's shouting it in Goblin? Sorry, she's shouting it in Goblin. It's good form. Now make sure that you parry. Make sure you're ready to counterattack. Good form. Keep it up. You're gonna go for the throat in a real fight, but for right now, we're just sparring. No more killing each other. No more accidents. Poor Windell. Okay, are you guys entering this fortification willingly? They're still escorting you? What are you guys doing at this point?
So one of the things I want to do is I'm expecting that if we do go in, we will probably need to make a hasty escape. Can I spot something weak with my lore architecture in this wall that we are about to pass through?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me a blind architecture, if you would.
I'm translating what was said to Raiden, at least. I'm not sure if Sokra is in earshot.
Sure.
Raiden's gonna have back problems from all of this.
I'm sorry, I'm not taller.
It's fine. I'm listening.
Lady Longshanks has not blessed me with height.
Oh, that's okay.
All right. On that lore architecture, you can see that this twining of this wall starts right on this side, and they didn't evenly distribute the weight of these logs. If that was to be cut, this whole thing's just toppling down.
It's in bright.
And that is what you know, Sokra. Also, Sokra, as you get a good glimpse in this place, that's odd triggers, and you can see what they're arguing about in this minecart over here appears to be a whole bunch of fireworks. You can hear them shattering and bickering at each other.
Thoroughly, like me, Ian, am thoroughly unsurprised by the idea that goblins would have a minecart full of fireworks. That is the least surprising thing I have heard in quite a while.
Good. Okay. What are you guys doing? Are you just going on inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go fight some people.
Moving on in. So, as you guys enter in this fortification, all the goblins kind of stop. You hear the ones that are bickering over the fireworks pause as well. And everybody looks to you guys, gives a big wide grin, and then looks up to this goblin over here. All of them are just quiet for a moment, and then they all look towards you, Chichki. as if they're expecting something.
Chishki looks around and then improvise. So we have more contestants.
Ah, very good, says this one up here on the ledge looking down. You have done very good, Winnick. Very, very good. I think that you may have the honor of ascending after I. Would you like that?
I would be most honored by the ascension.
Very good. Take these ones down to Firm. Well, Winnick, why don't you pick one of them? I would like to do one up here. Ferb has been fed enough, I think. Let's store the others down below.
This one gave me much trouble. And kicks the gnome.
It kicks the gnome there. Very good, very good. Unbind them. Get them prepared for fair combat. Bring the rest down below to Ferb.
I will.
As for the rest of you, have they explained the test?
Nope.
Ah. She'll start re-explaining everything that they already explained to you in a very loud and proud voice.
But no, the test. The test part.
Is this in common now? Or are they still
Am I
speaking
still
Goblin?
translating?
Like, are they still speaking Goblin?
They're speaking common now that they see that there's presence of Longshanks nearby.
Okay. Something about killing, I think.
Yes. You will be battling other prisoners for your life. That one there, and he points down at the one. Are you starting to unbind them, Chichki?
He's starting to unbind all of them except for that one.
Okay. None of the others are actually bound. They
Oh,
all
okay.
came
Never
willingly.
mind then. So he unbinds this one,
Uh-huh.
looks at it in its face, puts a finger at its face, says, "No troubles," and takes the gag out.
Okay. As soon as you take the gag out, you're gonna hear it shout, "I'm Lydia!" or "I'm Winnick! That's an imposter! I'm Winnick, look it!" And he's just gonna gesture to himself.
He puts the gag back in his mouth.
I think you're confused. That's Chichki.
Yeah, stop it,
Yeah,
Chichki. You're not
no.
fooling anyone.
That's
Yeah.
Chishki. I know my
told you.
cousin. That guy's not my cousin. That guy's
This,
my cousin.
this this one very confused. He tries to mimic others.
He hit his head.
Yeah.
Really hard.
So I need somebody to make a deception here.
Okay.
I will remind you, Foresight faction, your 2 hero point use is that you guys can automatically critically succeed at a non-attack skill if you want to spend 2 hero points into it.
Nah, not this one.
Okay, who's rolling the deception?
I started it, so I guess me.
Can I aid?
Yeah, you for sure can. You roll a deception. If you get at least a 20, you will give a bonus.
I'll try an 8 as well.
Oh gosh. I blind rolled that.
Ooh,
Do we
I'm
want this
gonna leave
blind?
it.
You're gonna leave it?
I'm gonna leave it.
I'm not.
Yeah, he hit his head.
No.
Oh, you're gonna make.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna help you reroll by yelling at the goblin that's been escorting me. Hey, stop looking! Just because you caught me like that earlier doesn't mean you get to peek. Pervert.
Okay, Sokra, I want you to roll with the hero point since Raiden was rejecting the reroll. You roll
Okay.
your own deception with a +2 here.
Okay, this is public, right?
Uh-huh.
I accidentally rolled private, so I don't know what I got.
I didn't add in the +2, so it's 14 plus
16.
affirmation plus
Oh,
the
18.
+2.
Okay, yeah, so you gag him back up, and they all kind of look for a moment. That looks nothing like Winnick. Take that one down to the prisoners. I want to fight this one, and points at Raiden. He was very brave.
Hey.
Spoke up. That could have confused us. A big bamboozle. But he didn't take it. He owned up with honor. This is a good one to fight. In fact,
Suck 'em.
do you consider yourself honorable and fair?
Well, yeah, but like, we have to fight. Can we just like talk for a minute?
I want to fight this one by the artifact down below. I'll take him myself. Help me escort the rest down to the prisons. Come now, everyone.
I'm Ryden's assistant. Ryden doesn't go anywhere without me.
You are not in charge here.
I know. But if you want to fight Ryden, you have to go through me. Oh, and the paper dude. Otherwise, you won't be able to fight him. They won't let him.
You have no choice. You're
No.
prisoners.
If you want to fight Ryden, you have to go through his manager with the papers.
Roll me a diplomacy, snot.
Manager.
Yeah, manager.
It's my time to shine. Ugh.
Okay, with an 11, this one looks you up and down.
Is there any? I don't think I have a way to. Never mind.
To like not assist this and make it that roll, Ryden's gonna like put his hand on Snotnot's head. It's okay, I think. She's not my assistant.
I want to get to the artifact.
Fine. I need a warm-up round. We fight here.
Perfect. Wait, here?
Not you. This one.
I'm just
Points at
confused
Snotnot.
there.
Okay. I'm not killing you though. My god won't like that.
I will kill you if you don't, so you better.
Well, hold on. Hold
Or
on.
I could just knock you out, which is another thing I'm very good at.
Why would you do that?
Because I don't kill.
You have to kill me if you knock me out, or I will kill you.
What is with the killing?
It's
Why
the
kill?
rules.
Who made the rule? No,
The
don't
right
say
avenging arm.
the Avenger God. Why? Why does the Avenger God make you kill?
I guess Volden technically made the rules, but she
Who?
speaks to the Great Avenging Arm.
Volden? Who's Volden?
Volden.
Volden. Who's Volden?
You get to know if you win. Come now, we fight.
Wait. Sir,
All the
Fighter.
goblins start making a circle.
You're going to be very disappointed with the fight. I'm sorry.
Get in the circle.
I didn't
You have your own
get.
you have things to fight with?
Yes. Oh, Sokra, I need papers.
Oh, sure. Sorry, just a sec. Apparently, according to what's been going on in chat, I'm making eyes at the goblin, the perv goblin. But I'll stop for a sec.
Very good, very good.
Pull out some papers flusteredly. You needed these?
Yes.
Why we need papers?
everybody needs papers.
Everybody needs papers.
That is true, actually. Yes.
Amazing things happen when we fill out the papers.
Paper is disgusting. It holds names.
Well, yes, but then you get to give them to
No.
other people, and then they do things with those names.
You don't sign the papers. I don't fight you.
Yeah.
I will not. I don't sign papers.
Then I don't fight.
This
Can I roll
goblin
like
looks around all of them.
persuasion? No, wait.
Yeah,
am I-
go ahead and roll a persuasion.
Well, we'll see. This might not.
Nope. Need papers to fight.
Why can't I find it?
Should be under school. Oh, sorry, it's diplomacy is what you're looking
I'm so
for.
sorry.
No, you're okay.
Wrong system. Sorry, folks. Oh, wow, that's bad.
She looks around at all the other goblins and
Roll
then
the two, by the way.
shrugs. I hope you're armed. And then we're gonna roll initiative as she draws a big old greatsword off of her back.
Cool.
And as we roll initiative, this is a good spot to take a break. So we're going to be about 15 minutes. We'll be back around 9:10 chat. Now, keep an eye during the break. Our poll is going to go up near the middle of break. So if you want to stick around, you'll have a chance to vote for who you think is impressing the most on this job. We have
It's Kona.
we have
Kona. Vote for
Kona.
best boy.
Kona probably is winning, but between the goblins, Snotnot and Chishki for the Company of Honor, and the Raiden and Soker of the Foresight faction, vote for who's impressing you the most so far. We have one vote from the beginning. We're going to tally all of them together at the end. So check that out on break, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes to see how this duel between Snotnot and this goblin goes. We'll see you guys in a few. All right. Welcome back, fellow geeks, to Tabletop Treasure Hunters. Thank you for letting us take a brief break there. We are refreshed and Snotnot is ready to throw down in a battle against this goblin, or not. She would really like paperwork to be filed, but it doesn't look like it's happening. So let's go ahead and let's roll initiative. Also, just for a poll update, Company of Honor won that poll. So we have a win for the Foresight faction, a win for the Company of Honor. We don't have a live update yet on the total votes. So there's one more poll at the very end of the session. So stick around for that. Throw them some more votes and we'll see who earns that bonus renown.
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah. Y'all
We love you too.
Love you so much.
Lady Longshakes, she loves you too.
She sends blessings.
Blessings
Glittery blessings of teeth.
and shadows of the stars.
Guys, you're gonna scare them all.
All right, with that lovely words crafted from the Company of Honor, let's roll initiative. Chichki, you can go ahead and roll a deception if you would like.
Okay.
And I will just fix that for you. Just shout out the number and I'll fix it.
Sure.
Wow.
Dang.
Kalini's gonna try and kick my booty.
What was your deception?
Deception was 19, but then to join in, I got a 22.
Very good. Okay. We'll
All
go with the deception's actually
Yeah,
gonna
the
be
deception.
21 though.
Oh,
Okay, that means we've got.
do we add affirmation to initiative as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
When you click the little dice roller, it does it automatically. I have it set to automatically
Yeah.
roll appropriately, but yeah, when I put you in there, it'll be too higher. Okay, so we have got the female goblin, we have got Raiden, Chichki, Sokra, and the other goblins, and then Snotnot at the bottom. Now, if you guys want to hop in here, I mean, right now they've made a circle. The goblins don't seem like they're converging or attacking, aside from this one here. They're all starting to cheer it on. So here we go. She is up first.
Okay.
Let me get my foundry back up. It just locked up on me there. There we go. Yeah, all these goblins are chanting Tarvi, Tarvi. And she draws a great sword, which is quite big in terms of goblin, but not so big in terms of you taller folk. And she is going to step up, move up rather. So one action there. And for the second action, she's going to take a swing at you, Snotnot. And that was a really big starting roll, and we're going to hit with a 31.
Get out there.
So I'm imagining that hits, but does it exceed by 10?
I don't think so, but I need to double check. Where'd it go? Sorry.
No, you're good. And for that, if you double click on your token, there should be a little
I'm
shield
so
right
sorry. I've got cat interference, so I need to.
there. No, you're good.
Loki has decided that he wants to have a physical fight with me, so I'm so sorry. One moment.
She's just role-playing the goblin. No worries.
Yes, and he's doing a very good job.
While we deal with the cat interference, let's do a character fact on the house. Why don't you tell something about Chichki, Jason, since we haven't learned much about Chichki yet.
Sure. So Chichki, he was one of 6 in his litter, and his name is actually from where he comes from, or I should say his name comes from one of the first experiences he had. Chichki, as I decided in Goblinese, is the word for apple core. And when they were little, like less than toddlers, he fought off all of his siblings for an apple core. And so that's how he earned his name.
Love it. So good. Wonderful. All right. Good to go. Have the cats been, have they taken their initiative?
Yeah, they've taken their initiative, and Loki failed and is now outside of the arena.
Nice. Good win. Good win.
Penalty called.
Now for the more grim result here, I imagine. Does a 31 crit you at your class?
I'm just pulling that up. My apologies.
No, you're good.
It's not coming up.
It would crit on Chichki.
Yeah.
I guess is that it does.
I'm pretty sure it does. I'm just trying to figure out by how much.
So it looks like you got an AC of 20, it looks like. So that is exceeding by 11.
It does.
Is a crit. So I'm gonna roll the critical damage on this. Now remember, you are blessed, so this is gonna be 5 less damage.
Yep.
That is going to be 22 damage minus 5. So you're gonna be taking 17 from that hit. So big old cut. It gets you real bad in the side. And then for the last action, she's gonna raise her sword and say, "Look at this glory! I will be ascending for sure." And all the other goblins start cheering. She puts her back to you. She's actually flat-footed from that last action.
Okay.
And that makes it. Raiden, are you doing anything, or are you gonna observe?
I'm gonna observe for a moment. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Chichki, how about you?
Chichki is observing, but he is quietly going into his belt pouch that he has absconded, and he's going to be grabbing for one of his items in there, just in case.
Okay, very good. Sokra, what about you?
Unmute myself quick. So I've been digging through the skills in Pathfinder 2nd edition, and what I want to do is I want to create a distraction, force not, and that's not what the create a diversion action does. So I'm wondering how you would phrase that, if I could get her.
I would just let you do it. That sounds great.
Okay.
Tell me how you do it, and then roll a deception or whatever applicable skill you're using to make the diversion, and we'll just count that as an aid.
If I can, I'm gonna sidle up next to this wall over here, and I'm going to just try and weaken that rope a little bit, and then get back up to the fight.
Very good. So you're not trying to full-blown topple it yet, but you're trying to weaken it.
I'm trying to weaken it just enough so it'll start creaking as I'm getting right back into the circle.
Very good. Yeah, nobody seems to pay any attention to you. So it's going to be an action to move back. It's going to be an action to disrupt that rope. I'm not going to make you roll for it because you already found the weak point earlier. And then it's an action to get back into the circle. And as you do, the wall starts making a horrible creaking sound as the logs start twisting and deforming on each other. And this wall starts slowly starting to drop down. People are pretty hyped. And a couple people look back. And this goblin here, the one that is battling Snot does seem distracted just for a moment, looking back at that wall. The goblins are just watching. They're not doing anything else. Snot, you're up.
Okay. So this is not fun. Chase, I wasn't able to minus the damage. Would you mind throwing that in for me?
For sure. So, I gotcha.
Just keep me honest. Enough.
Yeah, absolutely. And you players can see our initiative order here. Chat, you guys can't see the initiative order, unfortunately, but it does show health bars relative to each other, so you guys can kind of see how healthy it's not.
Okay. So her back is to me, and I'm bleeding out the side here. So I'm going to take my initial run at her with my jaws. Got to get some of that razor tooth heritage in there. So, yikes. Does an 18 hit? Probably not.
An 18 versus her flat-footed is going to hit.
Awesome. Okay. And d20 plus 9. That should be able to just... Come on. Sorry. So, and that is a 20.
Okay, a 20 as for the second hit there.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. So 18 hits, 20 hits. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Sorry, I forgot about the drop down menu in Foundry.
No, you're totally good. It's first session. We're figuring it out.
Okay. So there's 8 damage on that first one.
Okay. Yeah, so you hit on the first one. And she looks less distracted about the wall now and focuses more on you as that wall starts toppling down just behind you guys and you start cutting at her.
Okay.
10 damage on the second one?
Yep. 18 altogether.
Okay. Yeah, you slash her a couple times. She now gets in a readied stance. She's got that great sword and a bit of a readied stance. She's no longer flat-footed.
All right. And then for my I've got an action here, correct?
Yep, you got one left. You did 2
All right.
attacks.
And I'm gonna throw Goblin Song at her.
Okay. Goblin Song. You sing an annoying Goblin Song, distracting your foes.
I do.
So this is versus a will DC. So you're going to roll a performance for this.
Yes, I am. Do it before the timer runs out. 24. I'm really annoying.
24 versus the will DC. That is going to succeed. So -1 to will saves and perception checks for a round.
Awesome.
Stop singing!
Never! If my cousin wasn't passed out, he'd sing back, and it would be even worse.
And I'd like to. No, I don't have a reaction. Never mind.
Very good. Okay. So that is the end of your turn, which makes it Tarvy's turn again. So Tarvy is going to take another swing at you here. Stop singing, I said. And here is the next roll, which is
She's so
better than the last one because I'm rolling very mean. So this is going to be another crit. So 32 will crit you. And here comes the critical damage. This one is much more damage than the last. This is going to be 31 with your resistance.
Including the resistance?
Including the resistance. That is 31 damage. So with this swing, this is going to bring you to 0 hit points from a crit, which means Snotnot is dying too. So with that swing, Snotnot drops down to the ground. Let's put you
Your
to
feet smell rotten.
Is that the phrase as you go down?
Uh-huh. It's an old drinking song.
Okay. Last action, she puts her sword up again. I am the champion so quickly. Now, you, and she points at Raiden. Let's go down to the artifact and we shall fight. Clean this one up. And that is her turn. Raiden, you're up.
You want to go fight now?
Yes, sir. You finished your manager?
I mean, she did say if she went through her. Fair
Yes,
enough.
and I did.
You did. Now, I'll fight you,
Wait,
but I would like to, just push the manager to the side there. Can I do the cleanup on the manager?
I'll clean it up, Tarvy. And Chichki will indicate
Thank you,
that
Winnick.
he's
No, you may
going to-
not touch the manager. What was your name?
It's Raiden.
Raiden. We go fight now.
Raiden looks over toward Chichki. Does Chichki have... Is Chichki
with-
indicating he's gonna...
Chichki is making his way over to her, except that we're in,
Well, he looks like he's gonna help.
yeah.
Snotnot.
Well, that's. Chichki doesn't even. Okay, Chichki's gonna try and give you like a very surreptitious wink.
Okay.
I think
But
I'm the only
Technically,
one.
I think that we need to roll for that. What would you say, GM?
No, I'll let you. You got that.
Okay.
These people are so hyped on like this combat that just happened. They're not paying that fine attention at the moment. Okay.
Yeah, he'll, just in case. Fine, we can go. He's gonna action reach in the bag of holding and press the minor healing potion into Soccer's chest. Hey, we can go.
Very good. Come with me. Are you gonna follow?
Yeah.
Okay, she's gesturing towards this mine entrance right here. So just go ahead and move yourself over there as far as you will. You took one action to draw.
Okay.
We do have to stay initiative at the moment regardless because Snotnot is dying at the moment.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
doesn't have 3 hit points to recover. Wink, wink, chat.
So Soccer, you've got the thing. From
Yeah.
Raiden. Yeah, let's see, I can move 25, 25.
I do have a bit of dialogue to throw at Raiden before all those things are committed.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
You just go and take that honor all for yourself?
I say, well, surreptitiously taking a torch out of my thing and just kind of like
pressing it into his body and just kind of like looking at Kona and then looking at the giant thing of fireworks and then looking back at Kona again and then at the torch.
You know, it's just what we do. I have no one to like this.
That's a good point. Oh, I thought this a little of the way through, but not the rest of the way through.
Great. I'm just gonna leave this on top of Kona's head.
I guess I'll just wait out here and play fetch with this adorable fox.
See, this entrance here?
Yes, this one right over here.
Okay, let's see.
And we've got our new fancy plugin. It shows you how many actions you can move to that distance. You can move to the end of your yellow.
End of my yellow. Yep.
There you go. Okay, Chichki, you're up.
Okay. Chichki moves up to Snot-Knot, grabs her as if dragging a body away, and an item that he slipped into his hand is a light healing potion, which he will drain into her mouth as he drags her over to... Let's drag her up to the wall on the north.
Okay, absolutely. So it'll be one action to move up, one action to slip that potion.
Slip the potion.
Nobody seems like they're even paying attention, so you can go ahead and roll that healing.
Okay.
And then you can move half speed with her, so you can go half your distance up towards the wall here.
Gotcha. Let's see. Potion is how much?
That's a minor or a lesser?
It's a minor. 1d8 it looks like.
1d8, yep.
Okay. All right. So we'll just roll a 1d8. And that'll be 8.
Look at that. That's the way to use a health potion.
Okay. All right.
Did I win?
You won in spirit by the Lady Longshanks.
Oh, well, by the Lady Longshanks is what matters. We need to convert everybody here. Like, this is not the way to live. This sucks.
It's fine.
This hurts, cuz. This hurts.
It does. Rest here.
They shouldn't have to hurt.
Rest here momentarily. Be ready.
Ready for what?
Ready for action if we need it.
And he slips her another minor healing potion. So he's used 2 of his healing potions.
Okay, very good.
Also, I believe chat did something, but I completely missed it.
Chat gave you a 3rd hero point, so you do have the means to buy a heroic recovery token if need be.
Oh, thank you, chat. You're wonderful.
So as of right now, you are wounded 2, but conscious, and you're still prone at the moment.
Yes, that's fair.
Okay. I'm going to assume Kona's following you, Raiden. Is that safe to say?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, that makes it Sokra.
Okay. So I'm so sad to find out Flint and Steel takes 3 actions, so I guess that plan's not happening. Unless I see anything that is currently on fire around here.
Currently, no. Nothing that you see is on fire at the moment.
Okay, I guess a giant explosion in mine would be a lot of paperwork. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna. Well, I guess I'll just seeing that nobody's paying attention to him. Wait for my fights over with this nasty looking fellow over here.
Very good. Roll me a deception.
Sure. Does this count as relating to my lead?
Yeah, 100%.
I'll take it.
That's a pretty good deception.
26.
Yeah, nobody even questions you. In fact, people just kind of start gathering around you. So on their turn, the goblins are going to just kind of start making a circle.
Why are you fighting Sokra?
Because I want to be heroic and get the things. Yep, totally on the side of the goblins, and definitely not looking for any sort of escape. I look like
I was talking to Winnick.
Impatiently at the gate over here.
Very good. Okay, at this point, we could drop initiative if Snot's gonna stay down. What are you guys doing right now? Let's discuss that, and then we'll see if we're dropping or keeping initiative.
Yeah, what is the plan here?
As of right now,
disappeared.
Sounds like we have 3 different plans right now, but none of us has the way of communicating to each other what the plan is.
I'm trying to stay close to my allies.
Mhm. So, I'll start with me, I guess, since we just finished saving her life. Chichki has rolled her over so that her face is into the rock so that nobody can tell if she's, coherent or not or anything like that. So, by all means, he's trying to conceal the fact that she's still alive. And after doing so, after also dropping her an extra healing potion, he's standing up and then just looking around at, everything that's going on.
I'm playing dead.
Okay, you're playing dead. So in this case, I think we're okay to go out of initiative here for a minute. So we've got a group of goblins just chilling here, hanging out around. The entourage joining Tarvi here, who are now all escorting Raiden on this mine entrance here. So, Raiden, what are you doing? Are you just going to follow along?
Hey, Daniel, you want to ride Kona? He's fun.
Everybody except for Tarvi tries to pile onto Kona. Kona gives a little yelp as there's a goblin pile on top of Kona until a couple throw everybody else off and there's just 2 goblins on top of Kona.
Look at that. Tabby, you don't want to turn?
No.
Why not?
It's very cute, but I must stay focused.
Well, you could focus and be on a fox.
roll a diplomacy.
And I want to assist.
25 with affirmation.
Tarvi pauses at the mine entrance, turns around. He's right. It's my right to ride the fox. I am the current champion. Off!
Yay, there you go.
Everybody gets off, and Tarvi proudly mounts on top of Kona and starts riding Kona down.
Look at that. Look, you look so nice. It's like your mighty steed.
If you win in this battle, you should join.
Oh, yeah, so
You're
why
an
are we
honorable
fighting
opponent. Again? You are only allowed to know if you win.
But, now hear me out. What if we, team up? And then we're both winners, both champions, and then we don't have to, kill each other. You're obviously enjoying.
There's no teaming up. It's not allowed.
You say that, but someone else made the rules?
But we follow them. We're trying to ascend. It works. It's proven to work. You should see Ferb.
Something tells me Ferb is worse for the wear.
Ferb is incredibly ascended. Proof that what we're doing is right. Let's go meet Ferb. I'll think about it. Maybe you can fight someone else. This one is weak. And he points to that goblin right there, who kind of cringes a little bit and doesn't even disagree.
Raiden smiles and winks at him.
Are you strong?
Me? Nah.
Yes.
You see me, if I turn to the side, I don't exist anymore.
Oh, yes, you're very frail.
I am.
That's a shame. You'll probably die then, regardless.
Well,
So this is all for nothing.
Well, it seems sad.
Let's go meet
Ferb.
Ferb.
All right, we'll go meet Ferb.
Okay, so Raiden and these goblins and Kona go descending down this mine shaft. It is dark. Do you have dark vision, Raiden?
Seems like something I should have. I do.
Does Kona have dark vision?
Yeah, Kona has. Yes, Kona does have dark vision.
Very good.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you doing?
Sorry.
The goblins eventually, one of them kind of does a little nudge kick on Snotnot. Do you react when they kind of just, it's not like a violent kick, they just nudge you?
I do not. Do you want a performance on that?
Yeah, give me a play dead performance.
Yes. Let's try this.
Let's see how good your
Let's see
rigor
what
mortis is.
17.
19 with affirmation. Yeah, no, they don't even. They clearly think you're dead.
There's two
These
things.
two go back to arguing over the fireworks. You can hear them chattering in Goblin. I want this big one. It was so expensive at the store that I stole it from. Now I want to blow that one up. I don't want to blow it up. I want to keep it.
Chishki.
There are two things that Chishki wants to do. Well, possibly three, if he hears that whisper. The first is he wants to nudge one of the goblins and indicate, pointing at the real Winnick, say,
Go make sure that one isn't trying anything. He's very tricky.
You detained him so easily.
Yeah, he's still tricky. He's deceptive.
Okay.
Go hold on to him. Make sure he doesn't do anything.
and then the second thing he wants to do is he comes over to Sokra and pulls out of his bandolier a tinder twig, and he sleight of hand, I guess, pats him on the shoulder and says,
When you go for your fight, you need to make sure to call upon the god of the strong arm.
and he lets the tinder twig slip into his palm as he drops his hand down. Do you want me to roll for that?
No, you're good. These two goblins here go back to sparring. And then this one that you told to go keep an eye on the gnome walks over to the struggling goblin and just punches him really hard in the head. And the other goblin goes unconscious. Then he sits down on this minecart here. And everybody else is just back to their business now.
All right, Chad is correct. Chishki cannot reach his shoulders, so he pats him on the arm. How's that? Okay. I forget that Sokra is medium sized.
The height difference.
The height difference. Yep. It's a real thing. So okay. And then Chishki will stand over next to Snotnot and listen for her whispers that he thinks that he heard.
Are you ready for a miracle?
That's what I'm thinking. But wait for the moment. We must have.
Sorry.
We must have timing.
And then after saying that, he walks over to the hall that they've taken Raiden down.
Okay. While that's going on, first to clarify, Raiden and friends are gone, right? Like that whole set of goblins.
Yeah. Let's make them invisible, shall we? Bam, they're gone.
Cool. Are they out of earshot?
They went down quite a while ago. It's been at least a couple minutes.
Then I'm just gonna look around awkwardly and I guess I'll just go down to the cells and wait, and just kind of walk over near this thing, just trip and let that tinder twig loose, and then
clumsy long shanks.
Try and strike it against the metal on the cart, but in a way that looks like I'm not supposed to or not trying to.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me a deception, and then we will see what happens.
Pursue a lead or no?
Yeah.
Gotta get that +1, especially when you need to re-roll with Kira point, because that was bad.
11 total.
There we go.
That's much
21
better.
with the re-roll.
Yes, indeed. So that's perfect, flawless, accidental trip. You fall there, and as you use that tinder twig, you hear a little spark followed by a sizzle as you see a handful of the fuses start to light. These two goblins here look down and they grin and look like they're about to clap, and then they freeze because they realize what's happening. And then this cart just goes into an explosion of chaos. Let me look at what you actually.
Do we get a surprise round?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're gonna do here, he exploded a lot of fireworks. So I'm trying to see exactly what happens here. Okay, Sokra, you need to make me a reflex save because you're are you running?
Yeah, I'm going to I know what I'm doing. I'm not sticking around.
So your
I'm
fallen
going
light
over here.
Your fallen light is going to be an action, so standing up will be a second, so you can get yourself your speed away from that cart.
Okay, so I was. How did?
You can,
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Um.
I love Foundry. It's so
There we
pretty.
go. That's 25 feet.
Very good. Okay, let me get myself a template here. Another nice thing about Foundry is templates.
Yay!
That was what I was wondering.
So lucky.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Nope. Sorry, I'm breaking everything. There we go. Okay, so we've got 3 goblins in here. These goblins are going to take 4d6. Why don't you roll that, Sokra? You did the shenanigans. Roll me 4d6 damage.
Kingus are awesome.
Gonna pretend that there's like jaunty carnival music going on
We
in
get
the
a
background.
10. Yeah, we got an 11. These goblins just let me see. Does it have a description of what these this was quite the firework you set off. We'll talk about it. This was a bunch of dwarven daisies, which are like actually a Pathfinder item. They are a firework that is a bomb. String of dozens of firecrackers that create tiny little explosions. There's also some alchemist fire in here, and there's also just standard fireworks. So, okay, these ones right here in the blast, they get blasted by a bunch of fireworks and just collapse from just fire and burns, and they yell. So these ones here are dealt with. Then in a 40-foot burst, which is going to be...
Oh, no.
Sorry, I'm getting there.
I can't
It was only
believe
supposed to be one
Sakura
burst.
TPK'd the party.
Okay, so everybody else except for the unconscious goblin needs to make a reflex save here. This is a secondary effect. This isn't quite as bad, but there's fireworks flying everywhere. Like they're just whizzing and popping and exploding. There's whirling flames spewing around.
I'm so sorry. But
I saw
also I'm not.
a 3 and a 2 on the dice there. Somebody's
Now,
getting some
Company
cinch.
of Honor does allow re-rolling saving throws, if that's of interest to any of you.
Yes.
All right, who rolled bad there?
I rolled a 2. It turned
DC we're
into
looking
a...
for is 16.
Yeah, I rolled a 2. It turned into a 10, but still.
I'm changing the music. This became more lighthearted because we have fireworks.
Yeah, let's get some carnival music. Eh?
I'm going to
Right?
re-roll if that's okay.
All right, so spending a
Oh,
hero point.
no!
Oh no,
What?
natural 1.
It's okay. You
Come
take the better
on,
result with your
dice.
hero point. All right, so you get a +2 to your best result. So it's not that's a 12. So you're taking full damage from it, and you're going to be dazzled. Did anybody else get below 16?
Oh gosh, I didn't even see the results of mine because I was looking at hers.
Oh.
I got a 13. It looks like.
15 with affirmation. So you're also gonna take full damage here, Chichki.
Okay.
Sokra, you're taking half, and that's it. Just you 3 there. So here's the total damage. It's not that bad. You guys are pregnant. So 6 is the total damage. You take 3 if you took half. This is fire damage, and if you failed, you are dazzled,
6 damage.
which means you're going to have to make flat checks to hit things.
Hey, is not down again?
I'm down. I'm down to 2 points.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 damage. She was at 8.
And this one here turns towards Sokra. Clumsy Longshanks, look what you did!
Oh dear, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean. Oh no, that's so horrible. Look at those
What coin
charred
do you have?
corpses.
Pay
How
for the
could-
fireworks.
How could anybody want this? Horrible. I'm just gonna, and I'm going to like try and walk towards him in like some sort of apologetic gesture, and then just accidentally trip on him with my sword out.
Okay, let's roll initiative. It's initiative time.
Trip on him with my sword.
Let me to end combat and then start a new one here. Okay.
Please keep this music though.
It's gotta stay on.
Yes,
We're
the carnival
committing.
music must continue, please.
Can I get? What I feel
Yeah,
like my
in fact,
perception's
Sokra,
probably better.
let's let you act first.
Okay.
Stoker's just gonna go first because you're falling with your sword.
Surprise round.
Yeah. Devise a stratagem is on. I devised it already, I guess.
And then Chichki, go ahead and roll a deception. Tell me what you get.
Sure. By the way, I think we spent a hero point, didn't we? On the reroll?
Ah, yes. Was it you who spent it?
It would have been me.
So wait, what?
I think Chichki covered for you.
I'll cover for you because we need 3 for you. I have a feeling.
Oh.
Okay, so I need deception, you say?
Deception. I'll add that for your initiative because you're still thinking. It's not. You can go ahead and roll your own initiative here.
Chichki's got a
Got you added in the
17 deception, including the +2 affirmation.
Very good.
Thank you.
Well, the goblins got a 0 appropriately. So, Sokra, you're up first. You're falling with your sword, so please tell me how that's gonna work.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like attacking with dexterity or strength seems weird here, but yeah, it's devising strategy, whatever. Do these things count as the target of my
The goblins
pursuing?
were your investigation, so yeah.
So I get to pursue a lead against them, or devise a stratagem against them for free.
For free, absolutely.
Sweet. At 23, I'll take it, and I will hit.
Okay,
Committing.
that's a crit.
Cool. With my double ones here, get 8 damage. Oh boy.
It took firework damage. How do you do it?
I stab him with my Tengu sword and just oops.
As you're like pretending
no,
to fall.
so much blood everywhere. You never want to see those insides. Just terrible.
No, wick.
I need to have a word with your manager about workplace safety.
This one looks enraged, like they're getting ready to charge you.
Yeah, sure.
So you got 2 actions left. Well, 2 actions because you had to draw and fall there. So you got 1 action left.
Oh no! I'm so sorry. I'll just. Do I know these people's move speed?
They don't look particularly fast. They look
Okay, I'll assume that is like something around 25. So I'll try and move just out of that. Probably around there. And then, how do I get out of ruler mode? There we go.
You'll click on the little person in the top left and then the square.
Square. Okay. Go somewhere around here. Oh, I'll just go see myself out. I'm so sorry.
Wonderful. Chichki, you're up.
I'm just giving this vibe of the man who knew too little, who's accidentally taking out all the bad guys.
Currently, you have an unconscious goblin here and one that looks very angry at what just happened to their friend.
All right, Chichki takes a quick note down just to make sure that Snot is still alive. He can see her blinking and like looking around, going, "What the crap just happened?" So he thinks that she's all right. Then I'm dazed, right?
You're dazzled.
Dazzled, which is like a -1 to attacks or something like that. Okay.
Yeah. I'll find it.
I'm gonna pretend that like I'm almost blinded by that, and I'm gonna stagger in this area to right here from my first action, which is basically to intercept them if they, come after him.
Sure.
And say, "Who did that? Answer now."
It was that one.
Which one?
The feathery longshanks.
And he's going to spend the next 2 actions doing. He's just going to ready essentially an action to attack the nearest with an unarmed attack, but he is going to basically be putting his hands out as if he's like blind, like he can't see a thing, and he's like wandering and listening, and he's pretending like he's his senses are completely gone. Okay.
Like it. Okay. Snot, you're up. You're prone, but you're awake with 2 hit points.
You have another healing potion.
I
just hand it to you. And whatever else you have.
I will drink the healing potion. That is.
Okay. So that's 1 action, and you can go ahead and roll a d8 for that healing.
Okay. Do that. I get 4, so I have 6.
Lovely. 6 hit points is better than 2.
This is fair. I'm going to do a bit of a performance and come back from the dead and try to convince the really angry goblin to believe in the Longshanks, the Lady Longshanks.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a performance.
Okay. This is. Here's hoping. A 26.
Okay, what are you saying to it?
The Lady Longshanks has brought me back from the dead, and like stand up and like kind of ooh. In fact, like I have some of the teeth powder, and I sprinkle it up around me, and it catches the sun and glitters.
Okay, so you drink a potion, you stand up, you start performing. On this goblin's turn, it's going to start charging Sokra, and then as it gets about here, it stops and turns at you and gets a little fascinated by your performance. Chichki, would you like to do anything here?
I was gonna say, and that's where Chichki, not knowing she was going into this, gives him an elbow in the face.
Okay.
Would you say that Chichki has a moment to see her doing this before he reacts?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so
This is what I meant by miracle.
seeing him stop there, he's not going to attack. Instead, he's going to also turn and aid in this little performance and basically be bedazzled and all that good stuff. Do you want me to roll?
No, you're good. You guys have really pulled this together. He turns, like he just gestures a hand at Sokra. I'll burn you in a minute.
Oh yes, no, that's totally reasonable. I'm so sorry.
Okay, we're gonna end initiative here, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go over to Raiden.
No, we could stay here. It's fine.
I gotta get edgier music because it is not royal happy times down in the mine right now.
We're having fun up here. Told you not to go down the hole.
Let me get this entourage and let's go to another map, shall we? Let's see. This entourage has actually been quite. So, Raiden, you are following down into this mine shaft, and as you get down here, you can see that there is lots of like blood staining the dirt down here. There's broken pillars set up as if there used to be some sort of shrine. And over on, propped up on one of these broken columns as you're walking down here, you can see some sort of strange looking relic type item. There's a stone fist at the top of it, and there's metal chains that spiral down around the wrist of the fist and wrap down around this obsidian looking, maybe slightly purple glowing gem. And then it's got a base on the bottom of the chains connect to, so it stands up like a statue almost. And most noticeably, when you get down here, you can see there is a hulking, large goblin, probably twice your size, stomping around. Aside from being so large, has pretty normal features for a goblin, except that one of their arms is normal size, and the other one is this hulking, huge, muscled arm that's almost as big as its body. And all of its veins that are running through its body, you can see very defined and glowing with this kind of dark energy. There's Ferb. Behold, proof that this ritual works.
Oh, he's a wait, ritual?
Yes.
Wait, this is the one that I can't find out about until.
Not unless you beat someone in combat. Not Ferb. Don't worry, Ferb has already ascended.
So he's just gonna watch?
Ferb's just wandering around. He seems a bit confused since the ascension is completed. Ferb comes walking up. Yes, I'm Ferb.
Hey, Ferb. How's it?
I fight? No, Ferb, not this one. Not yet, anyways. I'm Ferb.
Yeah, You are Ferb.
Nods at you and then just kind of goes stomping past you.
Right.
Will you fight, or do we have to force you into it?
You could still negotiate. I feel like it's still on the table. Look, you got to ride Kona. Wasn't that fun?
I could present you with some of the long-shake captives that we have and see if you want to fight one of them.
Okay.
It seems like a bit of a waste, but they might be weaker.
Well, you want to bring one of them?
Sure. I'll bring one.
Oh, great. You know what? You can even take Kona to go get him and come back.
Okay. Well, Kona, listen.
Oh, you just give him nudges. Don't kill him, though, okay?
I wouldn't kill such an elegant creature.
Good. Yeah. Then, yeah. Just
She
give him
kind of
nudges.
digs her heel in as she would a horse and just go to listen.
Yeah, Kona will be docile.
Okay. Yeah, you see Kona and Tarvi go back over here. They're going to disappear into the darkness of the back of this cave. What are you doing in the meantime? Ferb is just stomping around and kind of wandering around aimlessly. It's really big, like NPC energy, like just, on a set patrol.
Can I do, I want to do a knowledge and see if we have Forb, because we have Phineas and Forb, apparently. No, I want to do a knowledge and see what happened to this goblin.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll me a blind religion, if you would.
Blind, yeah, definitely really good at that. Here you go.
Okay, so you have not heard of anything like this. You imagine that when you see this goblin patrolling around, the dark energy moving through its veins seems to match the dark energy of that relic propped up on the column, but you have no idea. You've never seen something like this or heard of anything like this.
Okay. Yeah, he'll walk around. Is there any, that's the only big thing of note, right? Can I do any, would it be same knowledge on that or different?
Yeah, it would be the same for both. You're not really sure exactly how the two tie together. You just can infer that they probably do, but you have no idea what's happening.
Hey, Ferb.
This definitely, I mean, with all of them that keep mentioning Kurgus is a good deity. None of this lines up with Kurgus teachings or anything. It all seems very dark and strange.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, Forb. Giant man.
I'm Ferb.
Yeah, Ferb.
Comes stomping over.
Do you like it down here?
We fight?
No. We talk?
Pounds his fist into the ground.
Yeah, me too. He does the same thing.
Ferb
Nate
plops down and sits down, kind of balances himself on the one huge arm, and just stares at you. Looks a little bit empty in the eyes.
Raiden just waves his hand in front. Right, you don't have a lot there. You look really cool.
I'm
though.
Ferb.
You are Ferb. You should stay there. Yeah? Just sit.
He
relax.
stands up and starts walking.
Or
around
don't.
again.
Great. It's wonderful. You are just a gem. Raiden's gonna go look and see if they're back yet.
Yeah, you'll see them coming back. They have what appears to be a half-elf man in tow. He's manacled, and he has a chain attached to the manacles and is dragging him behind. I can't, my token does not seem to be working. There we go. We'll go ahead and have that for the token for now. Looks completely dejected. Looks a little bit malnourished, tired. Here, this one. I think they're about to starve. You want to fight this one?
He looks a little sad. Would he be one of the people that disappeared?
You haven't gotten like accounts of who disappeared, but possibly.
So maybe jumping to conclusions here. Can I like circle him a bit, maybe talk to him for just a minute, and then I can decide?
Roll a diplomacy.
Fair enough. 23 with chat.
Just for a moment, I'm gonna go show Ferb the others and see if he wants to fight one.
Yeah, you could even bring another one out, because maybe what if this one's not enough? You know?
There's only a couple more. They need to fight each other.
Well, they
I
could
need to
come
worry
out
about my
here.
own ritual as well.
Yeah, fine. Raiden's gonna walk over to the elf. Hey, buddy,
What do you want?
did you happen to disappear along a place outside of Cassomir lately?
Yes, they took me here. Same as you, I'm sure.
And they want you to fight, yeah?
I already have fought.
You know, you're still alive, so you might have killed a couple people.
No. The one I tried to fight, tried to cheat. It tricked him into it, I think. And that huge creature back there, Herb they call him, just pounded him into the ground.
Okay, cheating's bad.
I take
Would
cheating very
you-
seriously, but I think they want us to do it. I think they want us to cheat.
Put on a show. Hey, do you want to team up? We'll just take him by surprise when he comes back.
That's cheating.
No, we're teaming up.
How do you
Take
plan
down-
to take that thing?
Well, I'm not going to take that one down yet. His name's Ferb. He just
He's
sits
so
there.
fast.
Well, listen, if we can just take this one down, team up. I've got a whole team who, well, I thought they were maybe falling after they took care of a thing outside.
Let's time skip. Let's go back to Snotnot, Sokra, and Chichki. What are you guys doing?
Well, we
Last time
got,
we left off,
we
I'm
got
busy
these two
trying to
goblins
cover.
to
We
take
were-
care of.
we were just spreading the good word of Lady
Lady
Longshanks,
Longshanks.
who preserves and saves.
I'm back from the dead.
With your performance, this goblin is in tears by the end of it. I think I chose a bad group of friends.
It's okay. You can join us instead.
I can,
Yeah,
but you're all prisoners and you're about to die probably.
are we though?
I believe.
I
I
guess
mean,
you just
I
came back
came back
from
from
the
the
dead.
dead. Yeah, see?
But you haven't seen Ferb.
Is it like,
Oh, I guess we could run right now. Your friend's probably already dead.
no, we help our friends. You
But
can run if it would make you feel better. You can run.
I don't need to run unless I join you.
Tell you what, why don't you wait out here? And if we come out, you join us. If your friends come out, you can keep doing bad things. But that doesn't sound like a lot of fun. Or, oh, I thought of a third option, Chi-Chi. You can run.
Okay,
So why don't you wait and see?
I'm just gonna run. This
Oh.
seems like it's out of my league.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go back to Cassomir and get a drink.
If we see you,
Oh, you're
I'll
not gonna
buy
tell
you
anybody
one.
I captured people, right?
no. Are you, wait. Are you gonna do it again?
No,
Then you're good.
maybe. I don't think so.
No, say no. and
Lady
mean it.
Longshanks wouldn't want me to.
No, Lady Longshanks will come and get you, and not in a good way.
Oh, Lady Longshanks is vengeful?
She watches.
Okay, I won't then.
Okay,
Best of luck.
thank you. Hey, should
He
we
goes
go ahead,
climbing over the
Ryan?
now rubble of the wall, and you see him hop over it and disappear.
Chichki will come back over to the other one.
He was unconscious.
It's just laying there. Chichki looks over at the other two, gives them a thumbs up.
We're good to
Okay.
go.
We gotta go. Wait,
Meanwhile,
I only have this many.
You're not looking good.
No. Do I need to do the heroic thing?
Does Lady Longshanks preserve?
Lady Longshanks preserves. So
She gives you power for healing?
Yes, but I don't know if I can lay hands on myself.
You can, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Oops.
Also, I do have a healer's kit that we could just, whip out quickly.
Every little bit's gonna help here.
So we're gonna do that.
How long does that take?
So Sokra, you don't have battle medicine, right?
I do not.
Okay, so treat wounds would be 10 minutes.
Right,
And
fine.
actually, Snot, you could lay on hands yourself, and you could be refocusing while Sokra treats you to get that lay on hands back if you would like.
So 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do that. Oh,
Jishki
boy.
feels uneasy about this 10-minute thing, and he is going to change back into his little ninja garb, and he's going to go sneak down the tunnel while they're, I guess, refocusing, and he's going to see what's going on.
So your healing is maximized out of combat. So Sokra, you got a 15, so that's going to be 16 healing from you. You're not expert, right? You're just trained in medicine.
Yeah, I'm just trained.
Okay, so 16 healing from you, 12 healing from you, Snot. So a total of 28. Unless you would like to use both focus points, you do have 2. You could use 2, refocus 1.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so that'll heal you for 24 plus 16.
Cool.
Which is a good amount of healing. And then at the end of that 10 minutes, you will also have a focus point back. Okay, so Chichki is creeping down into the mine shaft. Chichki, as you're skulking down this mine shaft, you have dark vision, yeah?
I have dark vision, and I'm sneaking.
Okay,
Do you want me to
roll
use a
stealth.
sneak?
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
All right, stealth.
Before you go, is there a way you can send us a signal if you find many enemies down there?
He tilts his head to one side, and then shrugs.
I don't know how far down it is.
Fair enough.
Oh, also pause. Chase, I've got Desperate Prayer. And that basically
nice.
will give me a focus point if I use it before, even if I have 0. So
Indeed.
I
That
don't
you can.
necessarily have to wait the 10 minutes.
True. If you want to get treated by Sokra, though, you'll still have to wait for 10 minutes anyways.
Yeah.
Because they'll have to treat you for 10 minutes. That is quite good, though.
I'll see if I can delay them. How long you need?
Oh, this'll take 10-ish minutes.
10 minutes? Really?
Your feathers are soft.
You need to get better at this. Okay, I'll try to delay them for 10 minutes, okay? All right, I'm going in.
Cora is doing the best he can.
Sokra, you're good. I'm sorry. Did I offend?
You do all the healing. Ugh.
Did I offend? I am
No.
sorry.
This will be in the report.
Okay.
Don't.
Okay,
You need to include
be
in
in
the
report.
report how soft your feathers are.
Sure. Sorry, I might have given you too much of the painkiller.
All right, he sneaks down.
Everything's kind of fuzzy.
You can roll your stealth. Oh, very good. You've got it.
Okay, there's the stealth. 25.
27 with that affirmation. You are
27.
very stealthy. Okay, back down to Raiden for a moment. You are talking to this half-elf gentleman. So we're gonna wait down here. What's the plan?
You any good with weapons?
Kind of.
Good
I don't
enough.
have one though. They have rusty swords back there by the prisoners.
I got.
They
What
also
about
have
a crossbow?
crate of those gems, but I don't think they're good for anything.
Freedom gems.
The ones that are up on that thing up there. That's some kind of thing they worship. When somebody loses, it looks like it absorbs them. Their soul, maybe.
That's only a little bit terrifying.
Seems to get really worked up if somebody cheats.
Yeah. I don't think this is cheating though. I have a crossbow tucked right here. Can you use it?
Yes, I know how to use a crossbow, kind of.
Okay. That fox that little guy's riding. That's mine.
My brother's husband is back there as well. Can we let him out if we're gonna try anything?
Yeah, if I'm trying to get this little guy to get more people out.
Okay. It's not very reinforced. We might be able to sneak out.
Yeah, I need my folks back, though.
Okay, I guess we'll wait then. I'll take the crossbow.
Let's wait a minute, because they still don't know I have it. And if we can get your person out, then we'll see. Hey, Goblin man, so good with names.
Goblin lady.
Goblin lady.
Harvey. She's way out of earshot. Chichki, as you're on your way down sneaking, you can see this huge goblin and Tarvi and a few other goblins heading up the mine shaft. They don't seem to see you. You feel like you have good cover to let them pass by you unseen.
If Kona gets more than 100 feet away, he, I don't know. I'll spend a focus point so that can happen.
Oh, are you gonna unfetter?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you feel your connection to Kona getting a bit weak. But when you unfetter, what does that look like? What does your unfetter look like?
So his summoner's mark is on his wrist, and it's got a faint glow on it when Kona's near. And his magic's kind of like a sea foam color. When Kona gets too far away and he can feel that, he'll unfetter, and his summoner mark will go dark.
Okay, very
it's
good.
Very subtle. That's all that happens. So he looks down. Well, that's a problem.
Okay, that same mark flares up on Kona for a moment. And yeah, Chichki, you see that they do have Kona with them as well. What are you doing?
Okay, so they're coming up the tunnel?
They're coming up as you're going down.
How many of them are there?
There
the whole rest of the gang?
The whole rest of the gang, yeah. Plus
with a giant
huge goblin. Yes.
Okay, well, I know that as a player, I know that he's still alive down there, but as a character, I'm thinking he's dead. They're coming back up. Okay, it's time to distract. Chichki pulls out 3 smoke sticks. They're lesser smoke sticks, and he is going to light them all up and string them down the pathway. And then he's going to pull the mask down at the other side of the smoke, and he's going to start making ghoulish wailing noises.
Okay.
Okay, it sounds something like this. And yes, his face is turning red, just like mine is right now.
That's my cousin!
I need you to roll me either a deception or a performance. Go ahead and roll it with fortune because you committed.
Okay. All right. Let me just remove 3 lesser smoke sticks from his bandolier. And we're going to roll deception. That's his thing. All right. Here we go.
Also,
you said with what? Fortune? Is that 2 rolls?
Fortune is 2 rolls taken the better.
Okay, well, that first one's not bad. I roll a 17, which becomes a 26.
Quite good.
Or, if it can get any better, because it can by 3, we're going to try again. And 1 less.
Almost. They're both very good. Okay, Jason, I also need you to make me a flat check.
Flat check.
Which is just a flat D20.
Straight D20. Here it goes. Okay, the flat check is a 9. Should I have told you? Should that have been a blind?
That's totally fine. It's below 10. That's all I need to know. Okay, you're throwing smoke sticks at these people
to congeal the tunnel, and then making wailing noises from the other side of it.
Okay, so those smoke sticks hit. Are you throwing them all at once or like one at a time?
Just drop them in a line. So like a smoke stick takes up about 10 feet. So he's basically blocking up the tunnel by about 30 feet of can't see where I'm going, right? He's trying to delay them, and he's making weird noises at the end of the other side of it to hopefully deter them from just walking through it.
So those smoke sticks go down, the noises happen, you hear Tarvi, what's that? What's that? And then you hear Ferb shout, Ferb, fight the undead! and you hear this big stomping, and you see just these glimpses through the smoke of this massive goblin with his huge arm just start punching around randomly, and this whole entryway starts trembling as Ferb is just freaking out, punching around. And you see bits of rock start to crumble above you. I need you to roll me a reflex save, Chichki.
Okay.
Does Kona need to do that too?
No, so you guys are down below in like a more secure chamber.
No,
but
Tarby's
Kona,
on
yes,
Kona!
yes, Kona needs to make me a reflex save.
Kona has bucked Tarby off at this point because that would freak anybody out. Those noises.
Okay.
Just
Chishki's, if we use affirmation, is a 27.
27. Okay. Chishki, you get a good enough read that this place is going down. Are you bolting down past the creatures, or are you going to bolt up and out?
Up and out. Again, player information versus character information. This is Chishki thinking our poor Raiden is gone, lost the fight, and we're getting out here.
Did he see Kona?
Huh?
Did you see Kona maybe?
Actually, he would have seen Kona, yeah.
I don't know how much.
He doesn't have enough information, no.
Yeah.
He thinks it's some kind of a
Summoners are
magical
weird.
follower.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So I need a reflex from Kona as well as an athletics.
So Kona got a 25 reflex.
Okay, get me athletics to buck off.
Is Gorham blessing Kona too?
Yeah, you and Kona are essentially the same being.
Okay,
so yes.
so this is going to be +6 with chat.
Very good.
Okay.
Hey, Gorham's a good blessing for this.
Mm-hmm.
27.
27. Okay, you guys both crushed that. Kona throws off Tarvi.
And Kona turns and goes back the other way.
Goes back towards Raiden.
Yeah.
Okay. Kona gets out. Chichki, you just see stone collapse, and that whole thing starts caving in behind you. Both of you on either end of that tunnel. You guys hear it shake, and you see dust fly out on the other end. You guys see Chichki get out just in time from up top as this collapses behind him. Raiden, you see Kona come darting out, little fox ears behind him, getting out just in time.
What?
Your chamber shakes, and there's some like debris that falls and some dust that settles down, but it holds. But the entrance you came in now seems sealed.
That seems bad. Can I perception to hear if there's any like movement or anything after all of that collapse?
Absolutely.
Do you need a blind or no?
No, that's fine. You guys can assume, unless I ask for a blind, that you can just roll it.
No.
But I do appreciate you being on top of it.
13.
13. You don't hear anything.
Okay.
You just hear like the settling echo of stones and pieces of rubble falling down.
Raiden will bend down and, rub Kona's head to get him to calm down. And he'll look at his new friend.
The new friend looks stunned.
Yeah. So I think we should take this opportunity for you to lead me.
Do you think they're all dead?
Maybe. I don't hear anything right now. How about we seize our opportunity and go get your friends?
Okay.
Or any prisoners. Point the way now, yeah?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, he'll lead you back down towards the south, into the darker cavern. Meanwhile, up above ground, Sokra, Chichki, Snotnut, what are you guys doing up there?
Chichki comes running out of the cave, coughing.
Nothing emerges behind Chichki, aside from dust.
What's happened?
They were coming back, and Raiden wasn't with them. I think Raiden's dead. And then the fox was carrying some goblins, and they had a big goblin. It was the size of a horse, not. It was the size of a horse, and his arm was the size of me. It was huge. It was big, and they were coming back up. I had to stop them, and so I tried to delay them. But then the big goblin smashed down the whole tunnel. I don't think they're coming out.
So this goblin, it was a goblin, right?
Big goblin, huge.
This is why Lady Longshanks sent us.
Sounds to you, Soker, like it could maybe be a troll.
Bigger than me?
It was big as horse. Are you as big as horse? No, not as big as horse. Big.
I mean, I guess if that stands.
You would be a pony.
Yeah.
I thought
you're good. You would make good pony.
No,
yes.
ponies are nice and they're also very soft.
But so is Sokra, and he has feathers, and he strokes
not,
the feathers,
no,
and then remembers that it's not very.
No,
sorry.
We're not supposed to. But yeah.
No touching this.
Sokra is much nicer than Pony. We know this.
Sokra good. Sokra good. Yes.
Way better than a Pony.
So what we do?
I just killed a man. Can I get something better than nice? Oh,
you are
so much.
Upstanding individual.
Yes.
We have work to do. So
very attentive to the
the
weakness in the wall. That was very good. Very good weakness in the wall.
Do you need a liability because you healed me? You don't want me to do something? Would that make you feel better?
Liabilities.
We'll talk later. Do I know that Raiden's Kona is a summoned creature from Raiden?
I imagine that you two know enough about each other to know that you know how summoners work with their Eidolon.
Okay. Anyways, we can talk about that later once this is all over. If you saw Kona, then Raiden's still around.
Really?
We saved Raiden.
Yes.
We saved Raiden?
Yes, we gotta save Raiden.
But Raiden's still trapped?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, now he is. Yes.
Well, but there's another hole.
Maybe.
We go down this hole, we find Raiden.
Maybe.
If we're lucky. If Lady Longshanks preserves.
Pray to Lady Longshanks.
Yes.
So when you say the tunnel collapsed, like how collapsed was it?
It's like full on cave-in. Like that tunnel.
It almost crushed my head and everything else.
And he's got a thick head. I should know.
It's very thick head, yes.
Some of those scars are from me.
Yes. All our cousins, they play very rough.
We do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I lost 3 teeth on that one. Sorry.
Sokra looks at his skinny arms and the 2 very small compatriots and quickly does the mental math that no, we're not digging that tunnel out. Okay,
now you do see there are 2 more tunnels leading down here.
Let's go try one of the other ones. Hopefully we'll get lucky.
Okay.
So you're forgetting the moonbeam. Don't forget the moonbeam.
The moonbeam, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they say this in almost a reverence that you're like starting to wonder what is this thing that they keep referring to?
Do I need to be worried about this? Because this is the second time you've talked about the moonbeam, and it really doesn't sound like a moonbeam.
Don't stand in front of me. I will say we need some sort of keyword.
Lady Longshanks will decimate you. No,
that's too long.
That's
I could do like moonbeam blast.
Ooh. Could say snot not shot.
Yes, I like this. Yes.
Snot not shot, and that means get out of way.
Yes.
And with
Okay,
that,
then.
left or right, Sokra?
We'll let you choose
Left.
which one.
Would you like to roll me an architecture lore to see which path seems
Sure.
like it would logically
Yes.
connect?
I would like to take that opportunity you are giving me to not pick blindly.
Please do. Please roll me an architecture lore.
My macro bar disappeared.
Macro bar, come back. We missed you.
Much.
Actually, where did you-
Oh, it's because I don't have a token for you there. I'm sorry. You're going to have to character sheet it.
17 with the affirmation.
Yeah, so with your architecture lore, you can see that the way the right path is kind of curving inwards and the way the left path with the mine tracks going straight down, you can probably imagine the right path would more likely connect to where Raiden went.
Okay, let's go wait, no, right. Let's go right.
Let's do this.
Right. Okay. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys
Rescue
are taking
Raiden.
guys are taking the right path to rescue Raiden.
All right.
Raiden, your new half-elf gentleman friend has led you back to some cells towards the back of this mine shaft. They're makeshift cells. They don't look like they're held very well. Like with enough effort, they could probably just be battered down. They do have a lock on it, but like these are made of reinforced wood.
Fauna.
And behind it, you can see that there is a human gentleman and there is a dwarf woman just kind of sitting dejectedly in the cells. Also, you spot next to it, there is a crate of gems, much like he described before. And there is also a little desk with a small little chair. It's like a little makeshift desk, probably like a piece of something else they turned into furniture. And there is a rolled up scroll sitting on top of it.
And there's no one else. It's just those
No one
two.
else, just those two.
Kona, do you mind busting those down? Kona's gonna do that. I'm imagining it doesn't take much effort.
Yeah, you can like beast charge it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
Kona just knocks that open pretty easy, charges the door.
Boy. Hey, folks. Need to take you out.
Oh, gods, are we going to fight?
No. I think we've got that taken care of. But if you wait here just a second, I want to look at these gems.
They're here to rescue us, I think.
Yeah. Just, you sit tight.
Oh, thank
Fauna
you.
protects you.
The fox?
Yeah, the fox.
Okay.
Just stay right here. And I want to see all this. Yeah, he's going to walk over to the gems. Can I cast Detect Magic?
Yes, you can cast a Detect Magic.
I'm going to.
Now, at this level, correct me if I'm wrong, you just detect the presence or absence of magic, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you get a mix of magical energies inside that crate, but you don't get anything from the scroll.
Okay. I want to pick the scroll up.
Okay, yeah. Pick the scroll up, and you see that there's just scribbles on the inside of it, and it looks like little letters written in Taldan, the common tongue, starting to form a name, and it looks like you can imagine. It looks like it's starting to spell Tarvi, like you see like T-A-R, and they're all scribbled out.
Looks like she was trying to write a name.
Never finishes writing the name.
It's sad. He's gonna tuck it in his jacket pocket. Is there any knowledge I can do on the gems?
Yes, that would be an Arcana or a Craft.
Ooh, craft, please. I'd
Yes,
very much like to do a craft. Blind?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lie to me.
All right, so let's see if I can share these with you guys. Everybody should now be an observer of that. Okay, so if you guys pull up your item tab, you should be able to open up. Do you see Fear Gem in there now? It's like it's the little blue cube tab next to the Skull Actors tab.
I have anything?
I do not. Oh, yes, now I do.
Did I do
There
it?
it is. Yep.
Yes,
Very good.
you did it.
So yeah, so you know that 2 of these gems are fear gems. Fear gems are a talisman, and you can use them to gain the intimidating strike feat on a single melee attack, and then it breaks. If you do have the intimidating strike feat already, it will improve it. There's 2 of those. They're worth 20 gold pieces each. And then one of them, with your craft, you also identify there's a special one in there giving off magic that is more of like a spindly cut prism that's more of a pinkish color. This is a Dusty Rose Aeon Stone. These are quite rare. This is what you know about Aeon Stones. You know that they are gems that you can activate to have them float around your head and give you different effects. They have to be floating around your head to be activated, unless you have an item that is also quite uncommon to common folk, which is called a Wayfinder. Wayfinders are symbols of the Pathfinder Society. They typically all carry one standard, but other adventurers have a hard time getting their hands on them. This one in particular, the Dusty Rose Prism, gives you access to casting the Shield cantrip at first level. And if you can get a hold of a Wayfinder and put it in there, it will increase the damage that the cantrip prevents.
These are neat.
All the rest of these gems just look like they're various semi-precious gems. They're not worth like a fortune, but they'd probably be worth a bit.
Yeah. Can I pick it up? Is it that heavy?
It's a bit heavy, but what's your strength score?
10.
10. You can heft it around. It's quite uncomfortably heavy, but like you can do it.
Ryden's just like grinning about this. These are fascinating that they're down here. This is a great discovery. This is just, oh, right. You probably want to go home.
The dwarf woman tries to force a smile. They deserve to be stolen from. Just take them. They probably took them from someone else.
We're gonna do that. Kona, come here. We put him on Kona's back. I'm gonna ride Kona with the gems on his back.
Wonderful.
Because I can.
Which you can do because you are so light as
Come
a
on.
Kona.
Kona. All right. Is there any other way out of here other than the collapsed tunnel of doom? Did any of you see anything?
You're asking the people down there.
Yeah, he's like sitting cross-legged on Kona now with the chest.
We came down through the main path. Let's skip ahead to the other group.
Mm-hmm.
Sokra, you're leading ahead. Chichki and Snotnot down this path. As you're
Sokra, you can see in the darks?
Well enough.
Okay.
oh yeah, all you guys can see in the dark. You guys are good that way. That's a good question.
Dark vision, yeah.
Very good. So as you guys are traveling down this mine shaft, you pass by, carved into the side of one of the tunnels. There's like a little makeshift office. There's a big wooden board with like a window and a doorway cut into it. A little makeshift chair and desk in there. Hanging over the back of the chair is this very extravagant looking cloak and another rolled up scroll.
More or less extravagant than the cloaks we are currently wearing.
Much more extravagant.
Oh,
Look, Sokra is office. This is place for peoples like you.
Well, and paper and
I mean that in a good way.
I mean, to be clear, my office is much nicer than this.
Oh, yeah.
Little,
Yeah, yeah.
sad
Yes.
little.
But do you have
whatever.
a cloak? But do
This
you
is-
have a cloak that nice?
This cloak is like lined with some sort of like exotic animal fur at the top. It's long and flowing, made of nice silks that almost seem to glow a little bit with this magical sheen.
I'm just gonna take that cloak and be like, yep, I do.
Good.
Very
Wait,
good.
You have one? Well,
Yep.
you do now, right?
Oh,
We're
and
saying
look.
you should take that.
They has liabilities.
And he grabs the scroll and hands it to Sokra as well.
Yep,
His papers-
lots of liabilities here. Oh
liabilities.
boy. Actually,
Yeah.
that's a little correct. Oh, they're my liabilities now.
Are you investigating this scroll at all?
Yeah, I'll investigate this scroll quickly.
Chichki's gonna search the
because
area, but quickly.
we have a friend to rescue.
I know, but liabilities and cloak. If friend is dead, then we're okay.
I have a handout to
Oh.
show. This is what you get a quick glimpse of when you are unrolling this scroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna
would
use
somebody-
contents.
Would somebody like to read this out loud? Sokra, you're reading it. How about you read this out to us?
Let me get it so that I can point my face at my microphone.
Oh,
Hello
for
and
sure.
welcome to all of your new I don't even know how to pronounce that. Something that's scribbled out. The Avengers of the Arm are honored to have such an ambitious group of new prospects. As we discussed over our meal, follow the ritual just as we practiced it. This may take many subjects and some patience. Once someone ascends, you will know it. Once you have no fewer than 2 ascended recruits, you are to meet at the parlay point in the shackles. If your group excels at magic, or Kathir if you lack it. May the fist crush the unfair. Signed, Fullen.
I don't like this.
This sounds like liabilities.
Many liabilities.
Lies.
That's right.
Lies.
That's right too. Yeah, you're starting to get it. Yes,
Yes.
this is a very big liability.
Yeah, this is something we should resolve. Let's go get right. Well, if Ryden's.
Get
Let's
right
go
in.
get Ryden's body.
Get right in, and let's get
Yeah.
Let's get Ryden's body and then hope that it can still move itself.
I would like that.
yes, right in with us, and we escape.
Yes,
Well-
let's do that. Although I'm a little worried about this meeting point.
But if there's a ritual, there's some sort of artifact. And if there's an artifact, we should beat the crap out of it so it doesn't do it. Snot not shot.
It's not. No, don't. No need to dodge now.
Oh,
we
God,
do
like-
it later. We're later.
Later.
Oh, Soko's
Not now.
like halfway through diving before he realizes what's going on.
I'm
Oh,
excited.
oh.
Let's go. Hurry.
So you guys continue onwards. At this point, this session is more or less reaching its conclusion. So production, let's go ahead, get that last poll up. Let's give our final vote of the evening. Who do you think earned the extra renown? We're going to take this poll, combine it with the previous two, add it up to see who earns a bonus renown here. So as you guys are continuing down this pathway, eventually you feel like you can hear Ryden's voice echoing with a few others. And you guys are able to find that towards this central chamber. So
Like she's trying to speak to us.
So all of you here are gathered in this chamber, which, by the way, you do have dark vision, but this relic that's sitting up here on this column is putting out these little pulses of energy that seem to like slightly illuminate this cavern.
I
You
don't
guys
like
are all
it.
together with these rescued people. What are you doing?
There's
Hey, there you are.
Hey, you're alive.
Ryden.
Yeah.
Ryden's alive.
I am
I'm
right.
alive, staying alive.
Hey, Ryden, you found new friends?
I did. Look at these guys. I think they were the ones that we were sent to rescue. Look
I
at that.
like this.
Only 3 of them?
Well,
Unfortunately, there were a lot more.
Oh dear.
I'm really sorry about that.
Not all of us were killed, though. I believe that they were shipping people off somewhere. They have some sort of
Shackles.
caged cart back there that they would have that massive creature haul out with people in it. I don't know where they were taking them, though.
No, Lady Longshanks does not
More
approve.
liabilities, bigger stories. Let's
Yeah.
let's get artifact and get out of here.
Yeah. Okay.
They
All right,
didn't
how-
let anyone go. The winners were all taken. So they were saying they were part of a greater purpose.
Well, I don't know about that. But I can tell you this. We are all part of an alliance who has many resources and can probably research this.
The Pathfinder Society?
Well, no.
Well,
Not them.
we're a company of honor. There's Foresight faction.
It's the
But we are all part of one big
Oh,
faction.
the Fortune Seekers Alliance.
Yes.
Yes.
That is us. Yes.
Thank you.
I'll be at 1 moment. And Chichki is going to look around and see if there's a way he can climb up to the artifact. How far up is it?
The artifact is just probably like 6 feet up. It's not like a huge column.
Okay.
I shouldn't miss. I'm going to stand really close.
And what are you doing to the artifact?
Moonbeam.
Oh, you're gonna moonbeam the artifact?
Yes.
Wonderful. Yeah. Go ahead and yeah, roll it. You're really close. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. You've got a clear shot here.
So Chichki is climbing his way up to it, and then he sees her getting ready, and then he slides down and takes cover.
Now
Okay.
the moonbeam is silver damage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you tell us what
Hold
this
on,
moonbeam-
hold on. I'm gonna do the pose. And then I'm gonna say the words.
How do you do it and take it away with your narrative?
Hey, so crap. Moon. Wait, no. It's not
Not
shot.
Oh God!
My maw
Dive
opens
into
wide. And the blast just shoots out right towards the artifact.
And as this
And I'm
blast,
very proud of this.
as this blast of energy hits and Snotnot is proudly standing there, this obsidian purplish gem in the center just shatters and that artifact topples off the top of the column and crashes down below. The metal chains are still intact. The stone fist cracks and breaks into some pieces, and the gem is just in shards. All of those faint lights around here fade out, and you guys are all shrouded in darkness as your dark vision kicks in.
Do you say that this thing is chained to the pedestal?
No, so it was sitting on the pedestal like a statue. The statue is formed out of like metal chains that wrap around the gem and then act as the stand for the base.
Okay, so Chichki's going to collect the remnants of this artifact, for further investigation.
Yeah, don't let anyone get their hands on that.
I'll need some of those too for my reports.
No, they stay in one place.
No. Sokra knows his stuff. He knows the liabilities.
Yeah, and the Foresight faction can probably research it.
Oh, okay, maybe.
We'll bring it back.
Should we turn some legs on for the people without dark vision? I mean,
We can.
We should get out of here before we inhale any of this crystal dust.
Ryan's gonna
I
cast
like that
light.
idea too.
Okay.
But that's why when we say moonbeam, we mean moonbeam.
His real moonbeam.
That
Yes.
was
Power
amazing.
of Lady Longshanks.
I feel like it's not well named. That is not what a moonbeam normally does.
Color of moonbeam.
It's a moon. She is Lady of the Night. Or day. Sometimes the day too.
She's a long shanks. It's hard to tell with them.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You got a point. It's really cool.
What does your light look like, Ryden?
It's that same kind of sea foamy color, but just brighter. As he just kind of flicks his hand up, and the light just comes from his fingers and springs up around us.
Wonderful. Okay. Yeah, you light the area. Are you guys leaving?
Yeah.
Oh, Ryden, you do see Sokra carrying a very new extravagant cloak.
You look sharp in that.
I've always had this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Would you like to add a craft onto that one?
Yeah, I would like to add a craft.
Roll a blind, please.
I would love to roll it.
I don't mean that to sound ominous. I forgot to ask on the last batch. Yeah, you have no. Well, let's see. Are you the one with dubious knowledge?
I am.
Very good. Okay, this is either a cursed item, which is a cloak. Oh my goodness! Hold on, let me put my two stats here.
For our poor character who's all into liability.
This is either a cloak of consumption, which will slowly devour the clothes off of your back and any items worn on the back, such as a weapon, and you can't take it off, and it will start slowly making you starve. Or this is a cloak of repute, which is a very presentable magical item. It tends to make one's charisma better, makes people better in conversation. You can't quite remember which one it is.
That sounds like a very
wearing it.
important thing to know the difference between.
Ryan's gonna squint. He's gonna stand up, make sure the gems are balanced on Kona's back for a minute. He's gonna go over to Sakura. He's gonna put a hand on Sakura's feathered shoulder. Well, you're either gonna get really skinny really fast, or this is gonna be one of the best cloaks that's ever happened to you. And then he's gonna move his hand and pat his beak lightly, and then go back to Kona and lead the way out.
I feel uncomfortable.
We normally make folks feel that way.
Yeah, it's a goblin thing.
We're working on it.
Speaking of which, Raiden, where are other goblins?
Oh, I think you buried him, or someone buried him. Fur buried him.
Oh.
I
was the only
fight.
I was the only survivor. But your fox is a survivor too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm glad Kona's here.
Lady Longshanks preserves.
Lady Longshanks preserves.
The other people are all just kind of standing, looking so tired and so hungry, and they try to get enthused, but they just don't.
It's okay. Let's get you out of here.
Let's
It's
go.
not. It's dark.
Back
Thank you.
home, get you something to eat. Ooh, we have some snacks for you.
Yes.
We have snacks.
Uh,
I got
No.
dried snails. Oh, one teeth. They're mine. I don't need them anymore.
I have fire berries, and he pulls out like little red hot peppers.
Those are good with the teeth.
Let's focus on getting back to town where we won't have to eat snacks that have been sitting in who knows where.
No, they're in bags. It's Goblin Trail mix.
And
You
it's
have to
very
rush.
good for you.
Yes.
As you guys
Already walking away.
All the
exit
good
with your Goblin Trail mix, we will go ahead and we will wrap up there. A quick aftermath. You guys get back to town. The people who you have saved are very grateful, as is the guard of Cassomir, who does pay their promise payment to the Fortune Seekers Alliance of 250 gold coins. Raiden, would you like to just vendor that crate of gems that's not magical?
Absolutely.
Okay, that adds another 50 gold into the mix as well.
Okay.
So 300 gold total. Now, for anybody, players or viewers who didn't watch our previous season of Treasure Hunters, the way that loot is split here, this is Alliance rules. Nobody's allowed to keep it all for themselves. Basically, we will draft items back and forth, and then the difference of the value of those items will be made up with the gold. So if somebody gets the more expensive items, the other guild will get more gold. It all evens out to at least 1 gold's difference, so it should fairly split. Company of Honor, this was technically one of your tasks. The Foresight faction was accompanying you. So the items that you guys were able to extract from this was either a cloak of consumption or a cloak of repute. There was the Dusty Rose Prism Aeon Stone and 2 Fear Gems. So you guys get your first pick. What item do you want to take?
Well, can I make a vote that Sokra gets the cloak because he's wearing it? I know this isn't a draft, but he's wearing it, and I just don't feel right taking it off him.
Absolutely.
One thing we can do is to test to see if it's really cursed. Is try to take it off of him.
I don't know. He seems really attached to it. So even if it's cursed, I think he still wants it.
The
He
point
looks
is that
so.
I'm not supposed to be attached to it. That's bad.
But look, he looks so good in it.
But
I
if
mean,
it's good, then
if
it's
it-
good.
If it's good, it's good. I
you-
mean,
yeah.
if
You
it-
took liabilities, so
Yeah,
it should be
that's-
yours.
Okay. Yes.
Would you like to try removing the cloak?
I almost don't.
Look, if being cursed makes you look this good,
that
you're
would
worth
resolve
it.
the tension, and that just seems, too nice.
Okay.
But you
We're gonna
look so
save
good.
we're gonna save the cloak removal until next Sokra session.
Yes. You can all tune in on like 4 weeks from now. Oh no,
Wait,
no, I'm at the
really
end of
wonder
next
about
time.
No,
that
no.
cloak for a while.
You're in the arena with me.
Yeah, that's not next
That's a-
time. It's not the
that's a
time
while.
after. It's not the time after. It's the one after that.
Oh, hee hee.
Ian went for maximum distance between his jobs this round.
I love it.
Okay,
Yes,
so
the cloak is
It's been
so
a very
nice.
exhausting journey. I need some time.
Foresight faction gets the cloak. Then what would you guys like, Company of Honor, for your first item?
Cheeky, Kazi, you got thoughts?
Raiden will explain each of the things to not and Chichika.
Gem of fear.
Yeah, it makes people afraid. But
Gem of
not
fear.
you, but you using
It's
it.
not you like to intimidate, right?
I do.
Yes.
I
you
mean-
take a stone of fear then.
Yes, we take 1 stone of fear.
1 stone of fear.
Yes,
Yes. Maybe second if you don't want.
yes. I get the feeling the way that Kona's watching the pink dusty shiny on his back that somebody Raiden really wants that.
You could put stone hover around head of Kona,
Oh.
Yeah.
then top hat, monocle,
Oh
and rotating stone.
no, it's yours. If you want the pink sparkly so that Kona has a floaty, then yes.
I like it. What, Sakura? Sakura, what do you think?
Well, okay, so it gives you shield, right?
Yeah.
It gives you the use of the shield cantrip, and if you manage to get a hold of a wayfinder, it gives you an enhanced shield cantrip.
It's really cool. But Raiden
feel-
seemed really into it.
And
I
if you want
feel
the
like we might
flavor,
be able
it
to win
surrounds you
both.
with a pink field of energy. That's how it shields you.
Pink is
Me,
good color on
Ian,
Raiden.
is very indifferent, but like Sokra, seeing cute stone around cute fox.
So we're taking the stone?
I guess, you know, it's we got the good haul. Got the fancy cloak
Yeah.
that I totally had, because otherwise it would have to go on the report and it might need to be
About
forfeit.
We might need to try to remove that later. We can worry about it another time.
Yes.
Just so
not-
cozy.
Chichki, so you want both fear gems? Yeah.
We can use
Like
both.
fear.
We can use both.
Fear is useful too.
Here you go.
Okay, we take
This seems fair.
two
yeah.
stones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there is the either potentially diplomatic or potentially cursed cloak with Sokra. We have got the spindle
you,
stone,
Sokra.
not spindle, the rose prism with the Foresight faction as well. 2 fear gems to the Company of Honor, correct?
Sounds correct.
Very good. I will split the gold evenly off screen, but we'll make sure that we make up the difference. The total gold earned was 300 gold after the payout and the selling the gems. And that was our session, guys. Good job. So 1 renown was earned because you completed this task. And then I am currently calculating, or rather production is calculating the total of who won the overall vote. So while we're waiting for that, a couple things to note for the Company of Honor. You guys should have access to this handout, I believe, in Foundry now for that letter you got.
Oh, I would like to know that.
You guys got a couple of leads and a couple of locations mentioned. I would like you guys to, in the meantime, start considering which lead you would be more interested in pursuing, either the Parley Point in the Shackles or the city of Cathir. And it looks like our winner here is the Foresight faction. I'm getting the exact numbers. We will post it in the Discord if you guys want to see what the exact votes were. But Foresight faction, I know it was very close. Production has told me Foresight faction won it. Very close. So that means that Foresight faction earned 2 renown tonight and Company of Honor earned 1. So congratulations to you guys. And I think we'll call that a session, everybody. Thank you so much, players. Hope you guys had fun. There's some very wacky shenanigans tonight.
Yeah, goblins.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. I enjoyed it immensely. Thank you guys so much. Chat, thank you. The chat interactions were very fun. They came in clutch very many times. Snotna, I'm sorry you got very hurt and that my dice crit you repeatedly, but you crushed it.
Chat was very, very kind, and I appreciate it.
It's true. And you crushed it anyways. You got to moonbeam your gem. So
Yes,
very good stuff.
that was the goal.
If you guys enjoyed this job, catch us next week, same time, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. We're going to have the other 2 guilds next week. We have the Gold Bloods, who are bringing X and Teal, working with the Powder Pact, who are bringing Brave Gut and Midge. And they are going to be investigating and checking in on an old friend of the Gold Bloods who has not reported in for a while out in the research field. Nothing could happen, right? Probably just a quick check-in. Nothing could go wrong. So tune in for that next week, and we will have those 2 guilds. Other than that, guys, if you want to see more and if you want to support us, please subscribe on YouTube, Twitch, or our social media. And if you really want to chat with us, join our Discord. We do a lot of chatting with everybody. That's where we get to talk to you guys the most. Also, an extra perk of Discord right now, thanks to Knights of the Steel, we have free NPC for hire codes for their app. So if you guys want to get one of those, join the Discord. You can also show your support by purchasing dice and cool stuff from Die Hard Dice or any of our other affiliate partners. You can find our monthly discount code as well as our Patreon link in the discount section below. Thank you so much, everybody. We couldn't do this very fun show without all of your support. Now, go take a long rest. Avoid giant armed goblins that are as big as a horse with arms as big as Chichki. And we'll catch you guys next time. Good night, everybody.